Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome on in to the stream. We're gonna go ahead and get started here right quick. Let me catch up with chat though first. Hello, R-Base. No flight today. No flight today. Not feeling flying around. I've just been on a big Thornton. Uh-oh. I dropped it. It's fine. It's nothing breakable. Yeah, I've just been on a big Planet Zoo, Thornton Hills Zoo kick lately, so I'm just gonna keep kind of riding that. Who else we have? Jamie, hello, how are you? Lavro, sorry if I mispronounced that. Hello. You just distraction you needed, going nuts with your own zoo project, building for elephants and gibbons. Ooh, that's a fun little build there, eh? But yeah, it's just like the title said, we're gonna go ahead today and rock out to some Planet Coaster music. For those of you who don't know, didn't play Planet Coaster. Yeah, we're rocking out to the Planet Coaster soundtrack right now. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build a, well, I've already started it and I missed yesterday's upload because I just was not happy with the build. Basically, I wanted more and I could have done a half-assed episode to say the least, a half-butted episode, but yeah, I didn't want to, so I just decided we'll just do kind of a bit of a stream today. A bit of a stream, and we're gonna do a reptile house. I've already started it. I have the shell of it basically already done. Right over here, and a little entrance way into it. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of fiddle around. I'm gonna probably be looking up reference images and stuff like that. So you have to bear with me there, but yeah, this is kind of the basic structure that we have here. Oops, I have chat covered up. I'm sorry, I have my OBS in front of my chat because I'm a noob. Just Gordon, what's up, buddy? I was on your stream yesterday. That was a fun little stream there that you had there. You can be here for a little bit. Good. But it's good to build when you have some creativity. Yeah, but R-Base, we will definitely revisit your European flight that you set up, because that was a good flight there. Progressing uni work, so okay, well, we'll be your distraction from doing your responsibility work, right? So here's the general idea. I took the, I have a few references kind of going here. I think it's the Smithsonian Reptile House in I believe Washington DC, right? That's where the Smithsonian is. Yes, I kind of took a little bit of inspiration from their entrance, or one of their entrances to their reptile house. It's really nothing fancy. I just kind of like the kind of design they had going on with the glass and everything like that. You know what? I must have been drunk last night when I did this. Ooh, there we go. Oh my goodness. All right, so that's kind of the main structure. Now I wanted the structure to look a lot like, if you've been following Thornton Hills, you might recognize, I wanted it to look a lot like this structure over here. Reason being is that I just figured that these two buildings, actually probably this building, and the education center, or the university complex here, would have been built right around the same time. A lot of this middle zoo stuff, as we get going, is going to kind of, I think, have a lot of the same architecture, because we're going to start to kind of transition back into the I don't know if I've ever talked about this on any of the videos, like my idea in my head, but we're going to try kind of transition back into the old zoo, in the center of the zoo. The idea being, I had for the zoo, that kind of the outer stuff was going to be newer and renovated, starting in like the center entrance plaza, so the zoo's kind of going through a big renovation period, kind of similar to like the Denver Zoo and other ones that are kind of going through these big hundreds of millions of dollar big renovation. So yeah, when it started at the entrance plaza, and you have the all new, you know, kind of decked out entrance area and stuff like that, and then kind of made their way around the edges of the zoo to update it. And the middle of the zoo is going to kind of still be the old kind of classical traditional kind of zoo. So that was kind of my thinking behind it. And again, I don't know if I've ever actually explained that on any videos or not. So, but anyways, yeah. So that being said, this is the building that I have so far. I have a few ideas running here. Over here, we have a achoo. We have an outdoor exhibit that's going to be, I believe, nothing that we have in game, but turtles, like lake turtles, basically. So I saw a few reference images of reptile houses that would have, yeah, like lake kind of turtles that would just kind of hang out in these little exhibits outside. Kind of using the Eben, if you watch the recent, was it Bro Nation or Bro Coaster? No, whatever they call themselves, whatever. The recent what is the name of that zoo? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go crazy. St. Reginald's Zoo, John and Mike's zoo. Even talked about some really cool ways to kind of hide different exhibits and habitats and make them look really nice. One of them being just like lowering and angling roofs and stuff like that to make it look like this is all just one continuous thing there. So I kind of got it working a little bit. I kind of need to do a little bit more work, but anyway, so yeah, we have that. And then in the indoors, we don't really have anything going on inside yet. I haven't really made my way there. Kind of have an idea going here for some sort of thing, you know, I don't know, a reptile that likes to hang out in water, so. And then over here, this will be a classic greenhouse, because then this is a classical structure that has been probably renovated over the years. And yeah, so I don't know how much we'll get done today, because as you can see, this is, I'm like, I want to do the whole damn thing. I want to do I haven't done an interior or anything in a long time. I've let other people kind of do interiors for me. So yeah, I'm going to do the whole thing here. We're doing the exterior, interior, all the fun stuff. Enough jibber jabbering. Let's do the thing. Sure, you'll be flying in rainstorms today anyways. Oh, not a good day to fly, yeah. This looks really cool. Thanks. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Patrick, hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah. That greenhouse is gonna look nice. Yes. Yeah, I think the greenhouse will be pretty fun there. So first we're gonna work outwards, inwards. So sorry, I was trying to think, what was I working on last that I might want to jump back into? Let's just go ahead and finish this out. Let's just go ahead and finish this little thing out here. Now we could put paths here, but again, no one is going to walk up to this thing. However, I did see, speaking of Eben, I did see Ruble posted a trick that Eben kind of found out where you can hide education billboards into rocks and guests will come up to implied exhibits and kind of like gawk at them and act like they're real. Problem being here, I wonder if it would work if I don't have any guests in the zoo, so I guess it doesn't matter anyways. If I let guests into the zoo, it kind of bogs down. We might try that later, don't let me forget. Anyways, let's kind of finish this up here. I am full on ADHD this morning. Oops, don't do that. My mindset is everywhere. So I think I want to make this look kind of like a naturalistic cave slash tree trunk root system, like viewing system kind of thing. You're not sure? If you look in the general discussion on the Bro Nation, if you take the get out of here blueprints, God, I wish that would save the education habitat board and hide it in like rocks or whatever and like make it activated to, you know, whatever, something, guests will come up and like point, you know, and like be like, ooh, ah, you know, and point at it and act like there's an animal in there. So you can just kind of do that to implied exhibits now. Obviously you can hide it better, but so yeah, if you have guests in your zoo still, I mean, we could let some guests in. I'm getting 45 FPS right now. The thing that happens when I let guests in is that I start to get, my frames are fine, but I start to get staggered. Like it like freezes up every like 10 seconds or something like that. It gets annoying, but I kind of want to let guests in and try that. I do. So we're gonna let in like 2K is not that many. We'll let in 2K. Let me just make sure that I have everything off that I don't need me on. Seems like, yeah, right, Leaf? Like, holy cow. Leaf, are you the one that just posted? Are you working in Zootin right now? I'm sorry, I'm just like so scatterbrained that I can't even remember. Leaf, oh my gosh, you are. And that crown thingy that you're making for Zootin Tower is like, what? This is the best that I can explain. Oh, there it goes. It's already starting to kind of... It's mainly when I use paths or anything that's climbable. I think it's things that are like climbable. It just... Oh... I think I remember now why I gave up doing it over here, because it's just like kind of oh, come on, man, why? Just come on. Hiding them in a diagonal bit of plaster would totally work. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Remove the water, place the path, put the water back. Heard. I hate funking with the water in this game, to be totally blunt. The water's blocking the path. Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think the land is kind of a little bit malformed. But if I mess with the land, then it might mess with the way that I can put the water in. Let's see. Oops, that's not correct. That's not at all what I wanted you. Yeah, it's on a weird slope. Got it. Do 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 do. So let's just make it flat to this. For now. Try again. You're gonna lurk for a little bit. Okay, enjoy your cooking. I'm hoping to do some decoration for that little orangutan Komodo tiger area. I just want to give it some Indonesian theme, but we'll see where we land. Indonesian theme, oh my gosh. Remember that one time, speaking of Indonesian, that... Was it an Indonesian theme that there were... What was that one that Sylv and Delady and Rudy and all them were doing? What was the name of that series that hasn't been out for a little bit? And Mike? But yeah, you can take inspiration from that. Oh my gosh, it worked. Koali. Oh, duh, Koali. Wow, my brain is not working this morning. Koali. Okay, so I wish this was like Planet Coaster right now, where I could turn off the other animal attractions, aka the rides, and have everyone like come over here kind of thing. But obviously it doesn't work like that. But no one's coming in. Por qué? Is the zoo even open? No, that would be a good start. Okay. What's over here that they would they actually come over here? Oh, I know. Let me just put down a few. Where are they at? Guest facilities. Just let me put down a few vending machines and people like flock over here. Like white on rice, man. They love them. There we go. All right, so now we'll let the guests kind of trickle in and keep doing what we're doing. Is that still hidden in there, or did I take it out? I might have taken it out. Oh, I did. I Control-Z'd it out. Okay. So let's put it facilities there. I don't know if this is too far away, but I'm gonna put a few of them to kind of test it out. Grizzly bear, and you're saying the plaster before, yeah, if we just like put it right in here. Hey Micah, how we doing? Welcome on in. And the plaster ramp, yeah, that's closer. I'm just gonna take the other one out actually. Let me just Control-Z that back. That's way closer. Ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, real quick, I think we have enough security guards. Alright, let's do that, and then give me the... I think I'm under favorites here. This... it needs to be nearby for it to work, so once you have a habitat in the reptile house, you could change it to that, and let's... Yeah, exactly, that's a good idea. Yep. Yep, that's a good idea. Speaking of, I gotta think of what to put in there. Can't do a Nile monitor, because I've done that a few times now. But, yeah, we can do the turtles, both of them. We have a lot of implied exhibits, probably. I feel like we have a lot of implied ones. Put a reptile in there? No, no, that'd be crazy. If we had smaller turtles, then I totally would. But alas, we don't. We just have giant turtles that like to not go in water. I think we could put like a little something like there, like a cart or something to make money off of. I feel like I don't have enough of those around. Maybe use one of Eben's carts. Oh, whoops, I'm not adding these to the building. I'm still in the stage of this where I think it looks like crap, but I know that you just keep adding until either there keeps looking like crap and they're like, okay, no, this just looks like crap, or it starts to actually look like something. So we're in stage 1 of that. I'm still in the keep adding crap stage. I think I just need to put like some sort of like support thing under here, maybe. Yeah, like what if we did like a, not like a mine shaft, but just kind of like, where are they at, these? Yeah, like that. And that definitely happens a lot when I don't go off like a reference photo at all. Most of the times I try and go off a reference photo because I'm not that creative. To be honest, I could just find a reference photo and be like, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll make something similar. But when I go totally whatever, it's just oh yeah, no, it has to be, right? It's again, especially when, like, that's the main thing, is mainly when I'm building something just out of my brain or whatever, or you know, half the time I don't really have like a plan going in, kinda. I mean, like this, my idea was, I don't know, like a naturalistic cover. That was the extent of it. Yeah, then it's kind of easy to get wrapped up in, is this bad? This might be bad. I don't know. If we just keep putting stuff on it though, it might not be bad anymore. Absolutely. Yeah, no, exactly. That's why like I have Brookfield Zoo, the recreation, and then this, because it's kind of a nice balance between the two kind of thing. Oops, I didn't need those two. Because well, sure, I do take a lot of inspiration in Thornton Hills Zoo from like real life builds and stuff like that. I still get to have the freedom to kind of do what I want, sort of thing. But Brookfield Zoo, it's nice to go back to that and just feel a bit of like grounded a bit, because I just know like, okay, gotta pull up some images, pull up some videos. I know what I'm building, where it needs to go exactly. So as a recreation, I'm just constantly thinking, what piece do I use? Right, yeah, exactly. So but it's kind of nice though, because you're not thinking, instead of will this look good here? It's what piece do I need for this here, because it absolutely goes here kind of thing. I feel like that's half my problem yesterday. This structure here and like the river and stuff, like you can kind of see where it kind of bottlenecks up here a little bit and spreads back out. Because I sat here for probably like a half hour, or no, let me just be real, an hour. Like I literally sat here for like an hour, just going like, wait, but if I put it right here, no, then it's good. But if it's just a little bit closer, and then, you know, I sit here like this, like, okay, but if it's back and to the left, like there, then it doesn't, you can't see. But if it's here, then you get this, and it's just like, brain, just put it down. It ended with that, and I got so frustrated at myself. I was like, just do it. Oh, Pausley's here. Gotta approve all of his messages. Entertain me, Drew. Am I not good enough for you? Are you not entertained? So yeah, sometimes I just have to like kick myself and just be like, just do it. Just Shia LaBeouf it. Just Nike it. Just quit touching, yeah, right? Quit poking it. Just do it. It's still so, yeah, they are. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look at this right now, because I don't mind, but there's like no reason for it to be doing that. And I feel like it's on my end with like the manage. Maybe it's under exit stream. No, don't exit the stream. And I feel like it's like the moderation tool or some bingo bongo stuff like that. Hey Linda, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Live chat. Enable live chat. Yeah, that's good. Modes. Enable slow mode. No, I can read. To edit moderators, blacklisted words, and more. Visit your community settings. Well, that's gonna kick the stream. Okay, doing it afterwards. Nothing fixes it, dude. Even when mod happens. Oh, on every channel. Okay. I just thought my auto mod was being ferocious. So I'm way too perfectionistic. Yeah. So I'm constantly staring at pictures, trying to figure out where that one tree is supposed to. I hear that, dude. I really do. I totally understand that. It gets to a point though where it's almost just like, oh my god, is that yeah, like you're saying, the trees and stuff, like I think it's actually an inch over. Is it an inch over? God, I don't know. It almost is unhealthy at a point. All right, I guess this isn't mine, because I'm starting to put down like, wait, do we have bigger ones of these? If not, then like, yay, piece count. But it's in the Australia pack. I can't remember if we have bigger ones. I don't think so. Well, yeah, the sign. The sign is so cool. Like, truly, I love the way this sign looks. Yeah, Paul, that's a big bummer though, dude. And also, thanks for joining in, man. I appreciate you. Oh, it would have been a lot cooler if these were matched up. That's okay, we're just gonna do like one of these. And then fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps, fill in the gaps. Once I spent hours looking at trees, then in the next image, they're gone. Looking at another picture, I can see the stumps of where they... Yeah, that, I didn't have that exact thing, but that kind of sucks, but it's funny. But yeah, I've had to look at multiple references just because of similar, where it's, wait, where'd that other thing go? Yeah, where something's not there anymore or whatever. Oh my god, look at it! Come over here, look at it! Hey, look at the thing! Oh, but they ran through here. No, wait, stop! Look at, hey! Hey, come and look at my exhibit! Come and look at it! Come here! Come here! Okay, no, stop! No, wait! Oh, man, I got so excited. But yeah, just like finding out that stuff is like not there anymore, and like, yeah. Like my plan was with Brookfield Zoo was to go visit it this year, and like really, you know, since I'm doing a recreation, I know what I want to look for and yada yada. But yeah, that didn't work out. We can technically buy tickets right now to go to the zoo, but we can only buy membership tickets for the year. And I think I mentioned this in the last stream. And yeah, they're like way overpriced this year for obvious reasons. I'm not gonna fault the zoo for having to charge extra during whatever. But yeah, and the zoo's only open for like another like 2 or 3 months. So it's just like next year. I love the Australian sign, but it bothers me that the text doesn't use the whole space. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. It's like, hey, you definitely have to readjust for that. Okay. And like, speaking of text, I wish we could get a few more, just a few more. Like every pack, if we could get a few more fonts. Now I kind of understand that, like, I think they have to make their own fonts for the game because they're not like, that kind of looks really cool, by the way. I'm gonna like pat myself on the back for that one. That kind of turned out cool with the wood and the metal and stuff like that. I'm all about it. But yeah, I wish we could get a few more fonts every single pack. And again, yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm pretty sure that I've read that they being Frontier, have to make their own fonts because, I mean, in a way, it's not that they're being cheap, but they just don't want to pay like Microsoft or whomever for fonts. But I mean, you can just like make a font that looks like those fonts, but it's not exactly that font, right? I mean, that's how you get around copyright. You like, it's not exactly yours, but it looks a lot like it. But I changed the pixel in the corner. So, you know, oops, I right-clicked on accident. Now I have to go back and get it all. Boop, 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 boop. Sound effects are necessary, don't question it. If you're not doing sound effects while you're playing Planet Zoo, then you need to play more until you go crazier. Right. I visit the zoo monthly to make new pictures. I have over 4,000 of them. Absolutely. Finally, you have 2 lines of text. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? That would make sense. And I'm digging. Yeah, no, I am too. I'm about it. See, this turned from. I'm still not convinced on the outside structure of it. That'll probably change, but I'm all about this interior here. And I'm actually gonna take it one step, possibly too far. This is usually what I do. I'll find something I'm like, oh yeah, that looks so cool. Now let me put it everywhere and overuse it. That might be the case right now, but it might also be like, that's okay. I mean, maybe not that exactly, but I'm still digging with, oh, this is a sign too. Okay, that's funny. But what if we just did this? So if it's a sign, that means we only have like really small sizes of it. Yeah. Is there though? No, there's not. Oh, what if we use the palettes? Oh, I love the palettes. Can we recolor them? No. God damn it. It'd be a lot cooler if you could. All right, all right, all right. I love those palettes. Expensive and very strongly copyrighted. Yeah, that's what I didn't know they were really, really expensive, but yeah. The ones we have, Scream Planet Coaster. Well, it's because I think almost all of them are, except for, we can look here in like 2 hot seconds because I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, dang, it switches up the whole thing. Yeah, I think except for like 3 or 4 of them that came with Planet Zoo, and I can tell you which ones they are. Or I can tell you where it switches from, because like the first 2 or 3 or 4, there we go. Hey, quick hot tip. If you're ever having Z-fighting issues, like I was having Z-fighting right there, all you have to do is like lower the thing and then bring it back up so it's like almost flush, but it's not exactly, and then it'll kind of get rid of the Z-fighting. Or you can kind of just like turn it, just like very minusculely, to where it's just, all it is, you're just trying to not line up the pieces and the pixels basically exactly. I don't know if it's pixels, but you're just trying to make everything not lined up exactly. So even if that means moving it at like a minuscule bit where you can't even tell it move, that'll still like get rid of Z-fighting for the most part. And it doesn't work like all the time if you have like a crazy amount of stuff going on, but like in circumstances and limited uses or whatever, it can kind of work out. Maybe just the wood? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, see, I didn't even read that first, and Leaf and I are basically on the same page here. I just like the texture of the palette here. You can worry if you don't use the signs, but use Australian planks and corrugated metal sheets. Definitely. I feel you. But I already did it, so I'm like, I'm good. It looks fine. But it definitely would probably look better if I wasn't lazy and would go do that. Bam. Yeah, actually, you know what? Even though we can't change the color of the palette, I think that looks really cool with the little bit of variation. So bang, that looks good. Oh, we have nubbies. I was gonna say put something on the ground, but you know what? Let's probably just keep it. Do it. We like to do it. What else? What else? It kind of feels like something else, doesn't it? So I think what we'll do is actually take a little bit of what Just Gordon said and apply it. Is we're gonna cover up like this with. Okay, actually, get this out of here, and also get rid of this. What did I tell you? See, what did I tell you? They like are like ants to sugar with the vending machines. I swear to Bob. I just think it's fascinating. I don't even know if I want to do the rock cover now with that. No, it does look cool with the rock cover. I just need to do a better job at putting the rocks in there. Very minuscule, but maybe some supporting beams at a 45-degree angle on the beams. You mean like, boop. It's not very minuscule. It's absolutely needed. You're correct. And I forget to do those supporting beam stuff a lot. That's something I need to work on. As a builder, you know, it's structurally better. It looks more realistic that way. I don't know why I went into like a weird Brooklyn accent for a minute, but it happened, so we're just gonna all accept it and move on. Oops. There we go, and then just bring this sucker up right there. Bangarang. Bangarang. Today's word is minuscule, by the way. It seems like a good word of the day. Wait. 30, 45, okay. I feel like this one's not at 45 degrees. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. Bangarang. Okay. And because it's rustic, kind of nice because it doesn't matter really if it's lined up exactly. Bang! Because that's obviously not totally centered, but again, it's rustic, so it matches the theme. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna put little like little thingies over here, like signs and stuff. Seabrus, we are doing fine today, my friend. Welcome on in. Hope you are also having a nice, chill, relaxed Saturday there. Unless you don't want it to be relaxed and chilled. In that case, I hope you're having an exciting, active Saturday. That does add a lot. Add a lot there, leaf. There we go. I don't know why that was a hard thing to say. Add a lot there, leaf. Definitely adds a lot. So let's also look into adding little signs. Now, I'm not going to construct a sign myself because I suck at them. However, there are some really good signs on the workshop. Did I download them already? Speaking of, Just Gordon, you were making some really nice signs yesterday that were they looked very general use. Because I do have some signs that are really, really good, but they're specific to animals that we have in game, which again is totally cool and they look amazing. A lot of these are from creators that I haven't seen in a little bit. But yeah, I need some like just general zoo signs. Kind of like this stuff. Kind of like this stuff. But this kind of looks better like on an indoor thing, I think, like a actual building or something like that. Might have to go to the workshop. Might have to take a field trip to the workshop. Oh, these pond shrimp. I miss pond shrimp making content. These are pretty good. And pond shrimp was kind of making, yeah, you know what, this is really good. We're gonna edit it a little bit to fit what we need, but yeah. Deer Hunter, what's up, buddy? Just finished ice skating earlier. Now I'm just chilling. You finished ice skating? I haven't been ice skating in a long time. I haven't played hockey in a long time. Which one kind of fits over here? I think we're gonna do like yes. Man, yeah, I really want to go. I'm gonna go skating this winter now. Now, I think I can take out the back of this because I'm sinking it in, and all this is going to be covered up. So let's save a few pieces. Yeah, they just covered it up. So you want to see those, which is totally good. Where could it be? I still want to know what song this is. It's totally like a kid show song or something. Where could it be? It's something really bad by my house. Someone else was mentioning that it was raining really bad where they're at. I think it was our base. They're in Europe though. I don't think you're in Europe. So let's do that one. And this one. I like this one a lot. Oh, big oof. I'm going to try that one more time. You know what we'll do, actually, is just take you and just kind of, excuse me. I'm not going to use that one. There we go. And also to you, just kind of, now I have access. Before I do, get rid of some stuff. I think we kind of try and redecorate them just a little bit to fit the rustic theme. They fit in, but just need a little bit more stuff around them. Oh my gosh. Just please let me. We're gonna bring these down a little bit. I just noticed Frank's eye line there, so we're gonna keep these at least a little bit lower because kids need to look at them as well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of, I just kind of accepted that that's totally my thing. I love building rustic kind of stuff. I sometimes venture out and do other kind of builds, but rustic is like my core, you know? Side note, we have 2,000 guests in the park now. The zoo. And I dropped down to 30, about 28 to 30 FPS from 45. So, still not the worst. But you know. And no one has come up to look at our turtles that aren't actually there. Monsters. There, look at the turtle, look at the turtle, look at the turtle. Nope, no turtle looking. Oh, whoops, I totally, where did... Oh, that's right, because I said I originally had no intention of using that. These signs were made by Pond Shrimp. Yes, these are fantastic. Again, unfortunately, Pond Shrimp hasn't played the game in a while. However, let me get the blueprint up so you can see it and everything. However, again, they've made a lot of great things. So once you find this item, I recommend going to their actual shop and, workshop page. And there it is. So Pond Shrimp's education boards. Yeah, check out the rest of her stuff as well. Really, really, really great builder. I'll leave it up there for just another second, so if you need to. Yeah, Pond Shrimp's education boards. If you're looking for other great signs, another one is, I think this was by Ricey. Or was this... But yeah, there's a lot of great custom signs on the workshop. Hey, Ocean Phoenix, how we doing today? I think we'll use this one. This one kind of looks like a... Yeah. Yeah, there's so many great items on the workshop that... you know, obviously still build custom stuff and everything like that and buildings and all that, but there's just, if you need something and you think someone else may have made it better, they probably did. Unless you need it like tailored specific to something you're doing, and again, you can kind of tailor it like we did to what we need specific. Wow, excuse me. Yeah, there's just so much great stuff up on the workshop there. Bit of a wobbly up and down day. Wobbly bobbly, eh? Just having a snack and saw you were streaming. Well, welcome on in. Glad you were able to catch the stream there. Oops, I have these attached all to random different bits and bobs. Here we go. All right, I'll tell you what. How far away is the nearest? Yes, we have this restaurant here. Bathroom there. There's gonna be like a little food area over here before we get to the petting zoo. So I think we're gonna make like a quick service restaurant over here with like a little seating area here. So maybe put the restaurant like right over here. It's not gonna be like a full-on restaurant. It's gonna be just like a McDonald's, you know, esque, just quick fast food kind of thing. And then seating area here. So I'm gonna want to redirect the path a bit to give us some more space. So do that. Everyone here, you're gonna go through a little bit of a weird dimension whole thing here. All right, there you go. Yep, it's all good. Don't worry, you're gonna disappear and see ya. Thanks for playing. And then we're gonna level out the ground a little bit here. Actually, maybe we're not. Put the restaurant up on a little bit of a... No, I don't want to do all that. No. Yeah, again, it's not going to be that big at all. All right. I do need, or would like it if Gus actually came up into it, so we will cram in a food stall here. Yeah, some French fries. Now, does this trick still work where if I were to like lower it, I still get a path there? Oh, thank you. I'm waiting for them to kill that little trick there. Which game, which zoo are we building? We're in Thornton Hills Zoo. Yep, you got it right. We are in, this is Thornton Hills Zoo. So, we are just building a, well, it's supposed to be a reptile house, but you know how that goes. It's still part of the reptile house area, just kind of, you know. I can hear the confused screaming, where are we go? Yep, and then, nope, they're gone. Thanks for playing. Good times. My air just kicked on, it might be really loud. Hey, how we doing, WBWC? King, I'm just gonna call you King, that's easier there. How we doing, King? Welcome on in. So yeah, no, this will be ready. This will be for the next episode, which will either be up Monday or might be up like a week from Monday, because I think we gotta get back into Brookfield Zoo next week. We do. See, we'll have some fries and a Coke. Fries and a Coke. Oh god, I have to pause the game. Doing path work, I think I mentioned this earlier, but doing pathing in the game is where it really lags down, bogs down. Alright, is that enough room to kind of do what I want to do? No, not really. Actually, I'm gonna back this up. I need both y'all. There we go. Let's back you up into like this little corner here, this little nookaroony. Yeah, we'll give it this little pad back here. And then that'll kind of look nice as you're coming down this little walkway here. Oh yeah. I always like to, like, when you're when I build something new or like an area gets kind of finished out, you start to see all these new kind of views popping up that weren't there before, obviously, and it starts to, it looks nice. Okay, so that'll be good there, and then let's make our little, where the seating area would be. So the restaurant's going to come out to... Ooh, you know what? I had to put it too far back now. Dang it! One extreme to the other. One extreme to the other. That's okay. There we go. Alright, so right around here-ish is a good place. Just Gordon, have a good dinner, my friend. Thanks so much for stopping by. We will see you next time. Oh, excuse me. This could be a tight fit again. Man, my perception is off a little bit. I feel like I have to move this back again a little bit. I probably should. I don't necessarily need to make this a plaza either. Oh my gosh, Ocean Phoenix, that would be amazing, to say the least. And then we could, like, if we could save blueprints as well with paths. That would be the best. Alright, so we'll just kind of do one of these things. Now I do need to make it a little bit of a plaza there. So, for the third time, hopefully final time, I'm going to make the plaza first and then place the restaurant where I need it. Meanwhile, George over here is just like, I have no idea what is happening with my life. Sorry, George, we'll get you straightened out here in just a minute. Alright, putting that there. No path. Align the grid. Yeah, that's fine. We can work with that. Now, let's get the path back here. 6 meters. Yeah. Oh, the land's a little bit funky through here. That's fine. Then we can make a slope coming down. It's no big deal. Just kind of smooth it out the land a little bit here. Going with the smooth tool. Really smooth it out. And then we don't have as wonky or drastic a change through the hill over here. And have it just kind of, yep, just like that. I cruised the other day and nothing was happening because it turned out the pre-built pathing to the trade center wasn't actually traversable. Oh no. What? That's not great, is it? Yeah, I'm sure that would be confusing there for a little bit. Like, okay, I have power, I have, you know, water, I have, the zoo's open. You know, like, why is it, I have staff, what is happening? Yeah, that would be frustrating. Yep, it's no secret that Planet Zoo's, or the Planet series pathing is, to be desired. Yeah, yep. You place a whole bunch of pathing because fixing one bit broke. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, if you come up here, it just busts right like that, just breaks everything. Ugh. See, in my ideal thing, and I think I saw this in a game before, is like, let's say I had this open plot of land right here. I wish you could just take like a painting tool and just fill it in with like whatever you wanted, like gravel or pavement or asphalt. Just fill it in, and then the guests know like, oh, that's an area I can walk on, instead of like having to place out like nodes. Like I kind of get it. It's this like why it is this way, but like I think I've seen it in another game where you can kind of just do the spray paint kind of thing, and they'll use it. But yeah, that'd be kind of. I think that'd be kind of cool. Your game design perspective, given how all the terrain is completely moldable, right? Yeah, and that's why you see like terrain and water and pathing just be like just hate each other almost when trying to interact. Totally. But yeah, just kind of hope in future Planet series games. Actually, I'm not going to use that again. They maybe could be, you know, hopefully it's readdressed and relooked at. Because I know why it wasn't looked at really in this one. Because they started building Planet Zoo like 6 months after, I think it was 6 months after Planet Coaster came out, and it's like an not exact build, but a very similar build to Planet Coaster. So they used a lot of the core aspects of it. Just made it, you know, prettier and optimized a heck of a lot better, and all that fun stuff. Now, I need to think here what I want to do, because we're going to fill this in with, you know, benches and stuff like that. But what do I want to do to cover this up? Do I want that to be rock? Kind of makes sense, and it kind of looks really nice. I just want Vista points back. Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. Well, you know, I wish the sign trick worked a bit more. That could have been our Vista point. But it appears you need to maybe, you gotta fiddle with that a bit more. For implied exhibits, yeah. Barriers, curb pieces to block path, yep. And custom billboards. That's all I want from the game. And yeah, going back to, What? What? Oh, it is. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Soon. Oh, then it goes back to that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and all those things that you mentioned that we definitely all want. It's if you think about it, they all came out, you know, later in Planet Coaster's lifespan. That's why it wasn't in this game. Which I feel like it. Like I don't know anything about programming or whatever, but I feel like it shouldn't be like that difficult to port that stuff over. I mean, apparently it is because we haven't gotten it, but. I don't know. It just feels like, you know, Weekend has basic stuff that was in Planet Coaster. That's alright. Maybe one day. Okay, so I just kind of keep funking with the land here a little bit. Alright, let's give that a shot. Looks pretty good. I gotta do some work, so I hope you have a good rest of the... Hey, thanks so much, Zebras. Appreciate you as always. Always good hanging out with you. And yeah, have a good have some good work there. Hey, Primal Gamer, how you doing? Welcome in. I don't know if this is gonna smooth out that well because the path is right there. Actually, it smoothed it out very well. Welcome in, Primal Gamer. Hope you're having a good Saturday, either morning or afternoon, depending where you're at in the world. And to make sure it was still morning time. So first, before I start doing this, let's try and put down the benches again. No. Yeah, it just doesn't like it in certain little areas where... I don't know why, but that's fine. We'll put something else there. Oh, not bad, not bad. We are just building kind of a reptile house. I know the title of the stream says reptile house, and we're doing a plaza right now. But we're building around a reptile house area and eventually making our way into it. But you know, so yeah. I guess 3 is fine. So 6. Because math. We'll switch this up. This little bug is... It's not crazy, but it's a bit annoying. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when you load up... I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but when I load up paths... Oh, of course, now it's not going to do it. Okay, cool. No, come on. You know you want to do it. You do it every single time I load up paths, I feel like. Okay, now it's not going to do it. But anyways, next time when it does it, I'll point it out. I don't know how to recreate it. Okay. Oh no. That was ugly. Oh gosh. Excuse me, excuse me. It's like the second or third time I've yawned. Please, I would love to. I know why it's not letting me because there's a node right in the middle, but I just want to put a path there. I mean, sure. I'll give in. That looks fine. Now maybe switch this up. Yeah, if we can. There we go. Because we're gonna surround this in forest, basically. Now this. So instead of rock, well, I'm gonna keep the rock on top because it fits in with the theme a bit more over here. But I think I'm gonna switch it from from rock to like a wooden just wall, basically. I don't know. Oh, we don't have a recolorable wooden wall, so we need to use the bamboo. The gridded bamboo. Straighten this out a little bit. And to cover this little thing up here, we have those skinny bamboo pieces that are recolorable, so they might actually fit right in. No worries there, Ocean Phoenix. No worries at all. Appreciate you letting me know, though. That might fit. It will fit, because we're going to just expand it outwards a little bit. Cool. Is a huge snake skeleton that hangs from the ceiling and goes around the building at the Reptile. That's where that's from. Okay, when I was looking up reference photos, I saw that. It like goes down like the hallways and stuff like that. Yeah, that looked really cool. I kind of wanted to do something like that because we have skeletons like that already made from Mr. Carlos G72, who's done some awesome work in the zoo before. If y'all don't know who Carlos is, he's the one that did a lot of, or almost all of, basically the interior work here. He did this whole interior work and like the trusses and everything. He also did all the interior work over here. You can catch the episode with him. It's like 3 episodes back of the forests of Africa. He did all this in here. Carlos is a madman. He did all this. But here's where he's really known for, is making these awesome little skeletons. Carlos has also done the entrance to the zoo. See, this is why I have Carlos come in and build a lot in the zoo, because he's very, very good. And he also, where it all started, I forgot. I actually kind of forgot about this. This is where it all started with Carlos in Thornton Hills. He did the little, the lemur habitat here. The redone lemur habitat. So yeah, anyways. Carlos builds skeletons and he's very good at it. and other things. Oh, the game is choppy. Let's pause it. Do they just use the pieces already in game? Yep, they do, Ocean Phoenix. So yeah, for example, again, there it is. Like this orangutan one. Yeah, this is made out of a bunch of like different, the East Asia painted timber brackets. Yeah, actually, that's basically all it is. Oh, it is. It's absolutely insane. Like, it's, you know, there's a bamboo piece recolored. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous, right? There's some highly skilled people that play this game, and I just piggyback off of them. Sorry, my mom texted me. There we go. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, my plans for the day have been moved to tomorrow, which I'm not even upset about. I feel like having a lazy Saturday, kind of. There we go. Okay. I want to change the brown on this. It's a little bit too poop brown for my liking. Where's the... Why can't I change the... Oh, okay. They're not all the same. That's better. Alright, I can do 2D work in the game, but nothing like that. Yeah. I still haven't got any of the DLCs. I'm kind of waiting until I feel like the game needs refreshing for you. I wish there were more animals in each pack, though. Yeah, that's definitely. Like, as a builder, I'm content. I mean, kind of. With, like, you know, just getting a bunch of new pieces and stuff, but for the zoo game aspect of it, like, yeah, we just need more animals in the packs. Like, I totally would trade up less items for more animals. Totally, in a heartbeat. And again, I'm like, you know, I'm a pretty avid builder or whatever. So I kind of wanted to put some like windows and like a door here to like imply that maybe it's like a structure, but maybe we'll just put signs up. Yeah, the Australia pack was really good. I really like that pack, and it got me way into the game again. To be honest with you, got me way into the game. You know what? We are going to put a little door here, as if it's like a little janitor door or something. Yeah, South America pack was okay. Arctic pack was. In my opinion. I mean, not totally, because we got some of the cool wood pieces. Oh, crap. I forgot about the wood. Yeah, let me use that. Oh, yeah, that looks way better. Like, that's like the biggest benefit from the Arctic pack was that, but Other than that, yeah. Australia's definitely been the best pack so far, in my opinion. I still feel like they'll do like they did with Planet Coaster, where we'll get like, at the very end of it, we'll start to get like animal packs or whatever. Like when Planet Coaster, we got ride packs. So I just kind of feel like that's what's going to maybe happen with Planet Zoo as well. It seems a little expensive. Do they? I feel like Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster and stuff like that, their DLCs are really cheap in comparison to everything else, especially like The Sims or anything like that. What is it? It's like 10 bucks? Like 8 in the UK? That's, I don't know. It doesn't seem that bad. The Aussie pack is the best one yet in my opinion, but it made me totally impatient for the next DLC. I want to see if they can beat the Aussie pack. They will. It'll get better and better. That's usually how it goes. Usually, yeah, we'll see. I need to add a cover here. I think I'm just gonna make it like a tree. Make it kind of No, you know what? No. I'm gonna keep playing off of the theme that we have going right now. And actually, just give me this, please. I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope it turns out cool. We'll see. We're gonna see what happens. Just gave me a different kind of inspiration. Oh, honestly, I thought Arctica was really good, and I know I'm not in the majority when I say that. But only videos I ever made were based around Arctic pack. Oh, I got you. Yeah. More aquatic animals? Yeah, definitely. Sims 4 DLC is Dad, I can't believe how much they charge for all their stuff. And put a straight face on about it. Whoopsie. Big tortoise shell cover would be cool. Oh man, that would be. Someone build it and then we'll put it in. Has gone so far downhill. I can't believe they're still making stuff for Sims 4, but I mean, if people keep buying it, then they're gonna keep doing it. Kinda, you know. Why wouldn't they? You know where you cover these in like what is it, under habitat, where all those branches and stuff are? Like climbing branches? No, it's under under nature, I'm thinking. No, it's the African set. That. Yeah. All right. It was never uphill, really. I mean, that's a fair argument as well. It was amazing with the DLC that sold at EA. EA just doubled down to a stupid degree. Yeah, well, it's EA as well. So, I mean, are you really that surprised? To be honest, you know, it's EA. I have to leave now. Have a nice stream, everybody. Linda, always good seeing you, my friend. Have a good one. You went to a flea market the other week and found the complete collection for The Sims 3 for $10, all except for the Katy Perry pack. And, like, are you really missing out that much not getting Katy Perry pack? Like, really? Hello, just joined the stream. Looks good. Sam Hawker just joined the stream and says that it looks good. Sam, thank you so much for joining in. How are you? Hope your Saturday is going splendid, my friend. Thanks so much for hanging out. What time is it? I might take a little break here in just a minute or two. Maybe after I finish this thing, I might take a stand-up break. And I recommend everyone else take a stand-up break too. Because we've all been sitting around, or at least I have. I shouldn't put it all on you guys and gals. But I have. I've been sitting around for a little bit. I need to stretch the legs. I actually have to remind myself to do that because I sit in a... I don't have a computer chair per se. I have a recliner that I sit in. And it's super comfy. Way better than any computer chair I've ever had. I guess the only downside is it doesn't breathe well, but that's like not a big deal for me. It's really comfy, so I have to actually remind myself to like get up and stretch because it's, again, ridiculously comfy. So at least you get more money's worth with the Sims expansions, though. They have a lot of new features and parts. Do they? The last one I did, the last two I did, was Strangerville, and I played that for like 3 hours, and then, like, yeah, we get the pieces from it, or not 3 hours, like 6 hours. I did a stream of that, actually. Maybe the earlier packs, for sure, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'd agree that there's more content. Nor pieces. Weren't there only... how many pieces come in a Sims pack? And I'm just curious now. I don't even know what the number is. How many pieces come in a Sims pack? Not including clothing. And maybe some people don't think that's fair, but I think it's totally fair because we're only comparing it to Planet... I want to compare it to Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster and stuff, and there's no like aesthetics like that in those games. Yeah, pretty much every Sims 3 expansion added something that you love. Till animals, especially polar bears, being able to play / dive underwater. Oh, I know. And it seems like, if I remember reading on, I think it was probably Bro Nation, I think someone got into the files and saw that they, like, underwater stuff is like is being worked on, basically. Like, it's like underwater or diving mechanics or something like that. So take that with a grain of salt, because it is what it is. And there was like a screenshot to like back it up, someone who like data mined and got into the folders. But yeah, so maybe baby. Penguins? Oh, I got penguins. You want some penguins? Penguins. I know they're not real, and you know, but penguins. And then look at this little penguin hanging out in his little hole. that's kind of adorable. All right. What are your essential keyboard shortcuts? Any you recommend? Oh, all of them. I do every. I know that's very broad, but yeah, I would get to know all the keyboard shortcuts basically for the most part, like Control X to duplicate, you know, X to move, Control D, or I'm sorry, Control X to duplicate on axis or whatever, Control D to move, you know, duplicate, M to move structure. Oh gosh, yeah, I mean, really, it's, you gotta think of this as a design program at a certain point and not so much as a game. And all design programs kind of have, like Photoshop, like kind of have that Control Z, Control Y, Control X shortcuts and stuff like that. So if you can get those down, that will really speed up and make you a better builder, I think, because you're not sitting there constantly having to, like, you know, this and then this and then, yeah, I don't know. So okay, but can we all agree that rockhopper penguins are the best penguins? Got a soft spot for Humboldt penguins. Yeah, Control X is super. Yeah, really, a lot of the duplicating and stuff like that. Oh, and if you're not, you know, using X to get onto your points and stuff like that and move around, definitely kind of mess around with that. It definitely kind of just comes down to messing with. It's a big messing with game. And kind of a really big thing is to take apart blueprints that you see in the workshop too, if you're not already doing that. That really helped me when I first started playing Planet Coaster. I would see stuff that people would build and I'd be like, well, that's funkin' awesome. And then I download it, take it apart, and be like, oh, so you use that to do that. That's a great idea. And just stuff like that. And then recreating things also. Recreating structures is a really, really good thing. In scale, I should say that. Recreating structures in scale. If you don't know what I mean by that, the Planet series naturally is large. Like all the pieces in game are big. So like a 4 meter, like the tall wall is not 1 story tall. Like a lot of people kind of assume it is. Like this is a 4 meter wall. I'm throwing a lot of information around right now, so apologies if it's a lot. But like this is a 4 meter wall. There's typically 4 meter, 2 meter, 1 meter walls. When you first look at the game, you'd be like, oh, that's a 1 story wall. But no, it's 4 meters. But if you look at a guest, this is really tall. Like, it's very, very tall. So usually in zoos and theme parks, they kind of scale things down a bit. So yeah, just being able to watch your scale when building things is really essential to making things feel realistic. Now I should have prefaced with that. Everything that I'm mentioning is so that you can build like in a realistic aesthetic. If you don't give a rat's behind about building in a realistic aesthetic, then you know, you do you, boo-boo, for sure. But I love building in a realistic aesthetic. Why did I do that? Do this, please. There we go. That's just kind of my thing. I love to build realistically. I think building in scale is awesome and stuff like that. So that's just me. But yeah, if you want to do like a fantasy type build, I still think you should take into consideration like some of these like things. But you know, as far as like scale and stuff like that, I mean, whatever at that point, just build what you want. Yeah, recreating is definitely a good thing to do. Free look mode just acts as a different camera. I don't know how to. Oh, T. Yeah, T. The different T's. So this is T, being able to just whatever, and then this is normal T, where if you were normal T, where it's in the game and it locks onto where your camera or you're kind of at, and then yeah, normal T to kind of, and you use WSAD to kind of run around, and use Q and E to kind of go up and down all at the same time doing this. So yeah, that's a good one to know. Yeah, I kind of goofed up here, didn't I? Yeah, we're just gonna try this one more time. QT, we're all cuties. Aha! See, we're gonna get Ocean Phoenix along here. Again, it is a little bit daunting going into it with all the camera tools and shortcut tools, and because once you learn the shortcuts, then you can start to get into some more complicated kind of building stuff. Kind of like what I'm doing right here. This isn't really like fully complicated, but once you get into it, like yeah, you can start to do your building options just open up. You really start to harness this. Again, it's a building tool. Sure, it's a game on the box art or whatever, but like once you're like done with like doing franchise mode and all that fun stuff and going to sandbox, then it becomes a design tool. That kind of looks cool. It might be a little bit African inspired than I'd like it to be, but I'm still okay with it. I'm gonna kind of do some stuff here. Because I find it a bit faffy to rotate the camera. Oh yeah, no, if you're just doing it normal like this without having the T, yeah, I can't imagine. Oh my gosh. Half the time I'm building, I'm in the free look T mode, so trying to do this with the controller. No! 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 I can't. I haven't played franchise yet, just career, but I feel like my builds haven't been as bad as I would have expected. You know, that's absolutely good. I'm glad. That's good. Because a lot of people can get really frustrated. And understandably so. Because they'll watch people like Silver Red or like, you know, Mike Sheets or someone who's just like, oh my god, I'm good at the game, and then they'll pick up the game and build something and be like, oh, that sucks. Like, I suck. I hate this game. I've seen it happen so many times. I want to put something here. I don't even know if I like that necessarily with it like that, but maybe if I like were to bridge the gap a bit. Or por favor. Oh, this is gonna be bitch. Maybe not. Oh, not really. Okay. Franchise is such a fun mode, though. It gives such a new, challenging dynamic to make a good-looking zoo with the game restrictions. Yes and for me, it's yes and no, because I still find that it has the same problem that oof. It has the same issue that like City Skylines has for me, where I have an idea. Where once the zoo, city, whatever is profitable and like under good management and everything, you're done. Kind of. I mean, yeah, I'm like, oh wait, this is different soundtrack. Stop playing. Don't get copyrighted. All right, we'll play the Planet Zoo soundtrack now. There we go. But yeah, it's just you're kind of you did it. Once you make money and again like you're profitable and stuff, you're done. I feel like it's like, yep, now I can like walk away and make $1 billion, and now it's sandbox mode basically. Sure, you still have the other management stuff, absolutely. But I don't know. I just still feel like the economy part of it is still kind of, which is kind of like what I am most interested in when it comes to like actual management games and stuff. Like the animal stuff, like yeah, that's neato. But I like the economy. 10 out of 10 would sit under the canopy. Okay, good. We're on to something then. It'll be worth it to do it then. It's just kind of weird how the 3D Gizmo doohickey has been behaving. Is everyone singing right now? Whoa, wow, wow. Beautiful. We're all so beautiful. And again, it's rustic, so it doesn't have to be fully aligned or even like look 100%. It can be a little bit wobbly dobbly and be okay. You can understand that? Yeah, no, I do like I like management stuff. I guess that's why I'm so critical of it, of the management aspect of these games, because like I love funk you. I love management stuff. So I really want a game that I can do this stuff that I'm doing here. You know, building and it looks awesome, and then the guests can interact with it. But then like I want it to mean something afterwards too. Like I don't, how do I explain it? I've explained it a few times on stream before, but like once I'm done building all this stuff, like I want to manage my zoo. You know, I like want to be like, okay, the zoo is going to open this time to this time. And then, okay, we have a day. This is a day in the managing of the zoo. Like, you know, I don't know. Something went wrong and a salt truck is not coming, so now your prices for fries are more kind of like Parkitect does a little bit. I don't know. I'm just like a more day-to-day operations kind of thing to make like what I built feel like I can like manage it and run it and be part of it a little bit more. Instead of building it, taking a picture and being like, well, that was pretty. You're a completionist. You can make a giant wooden hedgehog statue with those logs. See, there you go. You already have your brain is racing with ideas there. Absolutely. Maybe some vending machines near the back area. Yes, yeah, probably, because we still have to build the restaurant. That kind of looks cool the way it waved and everything. I kind of dig on that. It looks like the bottom part of an acorn. Maybe I should just make this an acorn. Like situation. Oh, and I kind of stopped in my mid thought, didn't I? Yeah. So like, once you're content with, once you're kind of content with like, you know, the zoo. Once you build your zoo, then yeah, you could like open it to the public and have like day-to-day things happen. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to. For Planet Coaster, I definitely had like a more of an idea of it, because you could do like Planet Coaster for theme parks. You have like an opening day, and the gates drop, and people run to rides, and what if when the park opens, your main big roller coaster has a hydraulic fuel leak or something, and the mechanics need to address it, and is the ride going to be open during the whole day? Okay, or maybe not, so now you need to redirect people, guests to other rides more, or it's going to be more crowded at other rides, so the lines are going to be longer, so maybe you need to open up the extension queue, because yeah, the lines are going to be longer and stuff like that. Or again, yeah, maybe it's really hot that day, and you're running a promotion for free sodas or something, so you're going to be expecting a whole lot more people that day, so you need to make sure you have the extra staff on hand. And I don't know, yeah, just so kind of like you said, like situational events, I guess. Yeah, but just again, I know I'm just kind of repeating myself, but just to make it feel like you're actually running a zoo or running a theme park or whatever, not just building it and then dealing with fires or not. Yes. I can't personify what I'm trying to say, I suppose. Instead of the log, I think we're gonna do like a the thing about franchise is the fact that people expect to pay 1,000 conservation credits just for one okay line. Yeah, the online aspect of it was kind of a deterrent for me as well, to be honest. I'm not really into that whole thing. Not really into. I know you can do it offline for sure, but yeah, I don't know. Where are those logs at? I need a log. Oh, I was supposed to take a break. I did say after I was done building this, though, didn't I? So I guess we're technically still building it. Oh yeah, that's it right there. I'm all about it. Oh my gosh, one second. I'm getting text from my wife and my mom. I don't understand. That looks good. Let's put that there. We're gonna have some creepy deepy vines going up it or something. Do you have an IRL training in architecture? No, I don't. I do not. I've just picked up some things, I guess, along the way of playing Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo and stuff. I do know a few, like, of the people that I follow on YouTube do have an architectural background, so I definitely learn a lot from them. Definitely. As much as Low-Key Disaster Zoo Tycoon 2's management was, I remember the challenge mode, they did a lot of stuff you mentioned, more oriented towards the animals, but still. Sure, yeah, and that's even, that's a whole aspect that you could do with it as well, not just the like the guest aspect, but yeah, like different animal aspects. And I mean, I guess we don't really have too many random animal events, do we? I mean, yeah, like they get pregnant and then they'll let you know if they're like hungry and they poop. But as far as like, yeah, well, like for example, with the animals, what I kind of thought it was going to be more of was when they talked about animal trading. Like example, the Brookfield Zoo. My local zoo, the one that I'm doing a recreation of, they just got 2 brand new brother lions. I think it was from the Cincinnati or the Columbus Zoo, like over back in March. And I thought that's kind of like what they were gonna do, where like you would have a habitat that like a lion could go in, but you wouldn't necessarily have the lions right away. You would like kind of do like a trading program like real zoos do, like throughout the world and stuff like that. So it'd be like, I don't know, I kind of thought it would be more of that kind of aspect rather than, oh, you're going to make conservation credits and just buy this lion. But again, I know it's a fine balance between making a video game and actual, like, trying to make things quote-unquote realistic and stuff, so I try and keep my expectations realistic, but also wanting more. You really seem like you do, with being able to replace build styles. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I think it's just a lot of just kind of learning along the way, Just really picking up from other people, just being like, you know, that looks good. I like how that looks. Some animals just don't like each other too, like actually trying to get animals that can, yeah, right, collaborate instead of just throwing them in, right. It's not like you just throw a bunch of, oh man, what is the name of those terrifying monkeys with the blue butts? Because I've read like some article about how they just like rip each other to shreds if they don't like each other, like literally rip each other to shreds. They are mandrills. Yeah, thank you. We got it. Yeah. Yeah, freaking mandrills. They're like apparently vicious as system underneath the animals. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I know it's a fine balance between needing to have a video game, an actual game that you can play and have an objective and win and stuff, and balancing everything out, but you know. Where's what am I looking for? No, the Spanish moss. Did I not favorite that? I swore I did. Nope, but I definitely need to. Because there was a good like 2 or 3 month time where I forgot that we had Spanish moss in the game, and it's so good. Maybe someone can explain. In career mode, I found a couple animals for cash that I was allowed to trade for conservation credits. Ooh, yeah, I don't really have any idea about that kind of stuff. So maybe someone, sounds like Leaf might know something about that. But yeah, as far as like conservation credits and all that stuff go, I don't really know. Don't. I think the last time I booted up, like franchise mode or anything was maybe the beta. No, that's not true. That's not true. Because I, for a hot second there, wanted to get the Avatar costumes that they were giving out for prizes or whatever for participating, but I didn't want to play franchise mode that badly to actually do it. That looks kind of neat. I kind of like how the Spanish... I'm going to combine some more of this ivy as well over it. I kind of like how that looks. I do. Who loves orange soda? Cal loves orange soda. Is it true? I do. Name that show. Go. 10 points to whoever names that show first. Or I guess shows. That's one thing that irks me with the lions, because more than one male lions can live together without fighting, unlike the games. It's just, yeah, it happens a lot of times. Again, it's like usually like brothers, or not even brothers, because I think it's a wild thing too, where it's single lion males, if they don't have like a herd or a pack or whatever they're called, they'll like join up together to like help hunt. So yeah, I mean, there's like a, so I guess kind of frustrating because it's like they're all about, you know, animal accuracy and realism, like with the polar bears and stuff, but then there's like little details like that, or like how the arboreal animals, you know, are on the ground like all the time. You want to bet the game is on pause? You want to bet that if we go over to the koala exhibit that they're on the ground? Actually, maybe not. The koalas seem to hang out in the trees a lot more than other ones. I'm kind of curious though. Why are there no animals in here? They escape? No? Okay, well, I'm glad we came over here to check this out. Our koalas have disappeared. So I'm gonna try this again. Kind of funny. Alright, we'll have 2 boys. I still need to come over here and change out the koala habitat, technically. All right, now let me see if did they die? They shouldn't have, because I turned, wait. Tell me that all this is turned off still, because if not, then I'm gonna have a lot of dead animals. Yeah, okay, it's all disabled. Okay. I just need to wait for them to come over here, because apparently they can escape or something. I don't know. But if they did, then I should be able to see them here. Location. Nope, they're just not there. Interesting. All that Keenan and Kel, Aunt Crispy gets 10 points. Actually, they get 20 points because they named both shows. What's the bachelor group size for lions in the game? For male lions? Oh, that's a good question. Let's look real quick. Finally, it's all on. I like these shield parasol things. You're the whatty who's? The whoosy whats? All right, male lion. Oh my gosh, I just want to stay over here, game. Don't zap me. Don't zap me over. Just keep me here. All right, male lions. West African lion. Zoopedia. Male bachelor group, excluding juveniles, is 2 to 4. It's 2 to 4. But I think what Primal is saying is that when you do put 2 to 4 in there, they'll like automatically try and hey. They'll try and like do dominance fighting like almost immediately throughout the entire thing. All right, y'all can't escape, so yeah, my koala's just kind of poofed. And I have literal video evidence. If you go back and look at the Australia video that I did a little bit back of the koalas being in there. Are my kangaroos still here? Or do they poof too? Okay, they're still here. That's cool. I like my mob of kangaroos. All right, so now enough of that. Let's pause the game again. Go back. Finish this little thing out here, which I'm pretty much done. I want to put a few more, yeah, crack my neck. Little hanging bits there, maybe of the Spanish moss. Yes. That's better. That's better. Just don't want it to be like too low. Actually, that's too low. You have a stream schedule, or is this when the mood takes me? Every Saturday. Every Saturday at around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I might start throwing in random streams during the week. And those will just kind of be when the mood strikes me, which is terrible for the YouTube algorithm, but for sure, Saturdays at 10 a.m. And video uploads are supposed to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I missed yesterday though, because again, I wanted to get more done. What we're doing today, basically. So, I should update my homepage to reflect all the changes. Algorithm schmalgorithm, I know, right? I really don't like having to appease to it, to be honest with you. It is a bit of a bee sting in my behind. But it also keeps me honest and gives me a schedule that I need to get going on to help growth, which it does help. So, you know, until there's an alternative, I suppose. You resist it? For sure. I used to do every day, but that is like everyday uploads, but that is a lot, especially for games like this, I find. I just can't do it. Can't do it. But every other day with the weekend break kind of seems all right. I can get a bit of a backlog going. That looks all right. Let's get a little bit bigger one. Yeah, that looks better. All right, and then put some trees around, and it should start to kind of shape up a bit there, eh? Eh? That's because I'm Canadian. Not really. So where is the big? There we go. Custom trees. Oh, that's another thing. If y'all aren't using custom trees are another way to propel your builds to the next level, I think. Do I have a few of them sitting out here? Yeah, I have a few of the packs sitting out here. See a few of these here. So yeah, if you haven't already, look up custom trees. There's some great ones to use. Now, do you mind that they are going to add a lot of piece count to you, because this is 3 pieces in total. You know, this one's 5 pieces, 5 trees in one. 28 tree pieces, basically, to make 1 tree. So sometimes you need to use sparingly. However, excuse me, they are very, very awesome to use. Okay, this is starting to go to a different level now. I'm gonna trim these a little bit. You saw some billboards earlier. Who made the? Oh, you talking about these guys right here? This is pond shrimp. If you search on the workshop, Pond Shrimp's educational boards. Actually, I'll bring it up for you. Just bring it out. There they are. Pond Shrimp's education boards. Yeah. Go get those. Go favorite them. Go like them. Go comment on how great they are. Again, Pond Shrimp hasn't played the game for a while. They have a YouTube series also that is phenomenal. But again, they haven't played for a while because they are in university and very busy with that, which is understandable. But yeah, if you search on YouTube, type in like Pond Shrimp YouTube or Pond Shrimp Planet Zoo, you'll probably come to their series where they build like, oh my gosh, I need to go back and rewatch it because it's so good. I think it's like Yosemite Park, or it's damn it. But anyways, they're majoring in like plants and national parks and stuff like that, so they were able to build a really great national park with like bison and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. Yeah, no, it is really cool. You know what, I'm gonna go just a little step further and go find that and post it, because this is a really good series. Little Eden. That's right, it was Little Eden. I'm gonna share the first video here, and again, I really recommend that. Yeah, there it is. I really recommend y'all watch the whole series there. I'm going to paste this in the chat. That's episode 1 there. Really great series. Someone who kind of knows what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not someone who just guesses all the time. I just plan on doing an online diploma in zookeeping. Are you really? That's awesome. They do online zookeeping diplomas? I'm not knocking it. That just seems kind of like... Huh. That seems like something that they would like not be able to do online. You know what I mean? How long am I streaming for? I'm gonna take a quick break right now because I keep putting it off. So I'm gonna take a quick break for like 5 to 10 minutes. Come back and then probably stream for like another hour or so, because then I'm gonna want to eat lunch. So yeah, let's do. Oh, I'm stretching. 1 second. Ah, big stretch. Ah. Let me go ahead and put up a burb screen. I don't even know if I have a Be Right Back screen. No, I have a starting soon screen. Let me switch that to Be Right Back. There we go. Be right back. There it is. Cool. So yeah, no, I will do that. Let's go ahead and do that. There's one here in the UK. There's a zoo placement at the end of it. Okay, I got you. So you do like a bunch of online courses, and then I got you. That's pretty cool. I want to hear more about that. But yeah, if you're not going to be here when I am coming back, definitely have a great evening, great whatever, great Saturday. But yeah, if you want to just hang out, open up another tab or whatever, watch YouTube, something, I will be back in about 10 minutes. So yeah, don't go far. Be right back, y'all. Okay. Thanks for chilling, hanging during a little break there, but let's go ahead and jump back into it. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and jump back into it. We're gonna finish out this little seating area here and then probably move back this way. I'm gonna leave the little quick service restaurant for another time. Probably gonna do that later on when I'm not streaming. So yeah, let's finish up this little area that we have here though. So I'm gonna fence it in. I think we'll just build, because the paths are too close to get any barriers, any kind in there. So let's build our own. Fence here, so we use that. I don't know, that one's too long actually. Let's use the normal rapes. Yeah, that's fine. This is another example of where it's, you know, good to kind of use people as scale or whatever, where the archer is scale to kind of see how tall you need to make fences. That's good. Oh, I forgot to turn it down. Sorry. Thank you. Forgot to turn that down. There we go. Thank you, Aunt Crispy. Appreciate that. Now, what if we here, real quick? Yeah, I thought so. It's like really tall. There we go. There we go, pretty simple, probably just like that. Nothing crazy. And just repeat that around. Ah, it's so close. Ah, that's all right. All right, and then there. Go over here. Doesn't need to be like a closed circuit fence or anything like that. Kind of just thinking just random little bits of fence is kind of blocking. Oh, I didn't eat lunch. I didn't eat lunch this time. I just got up and kind of walked around and let my dog out for a little while. I'm going to be eating lunch here probably in the next hour, which is probably when the stream will come to a close. Basically, when my stomach tells me that we're ready to be done, then I'll be done. I did eat breakfast right before streaming though, so it should be okay for a little bit. tree or something there. I don't need to block that off. That should be good. I'm also going to put... Thank you for the likes on Twitter. I do appreciate that. Always helps out the stream and the channel there. Get a little bit more exposure. Yeah, I may have misspoke when I was leaving, but yeah, no. Yeah, that looks all right. Add just a little bit of something on there. Something else. Maybe. Adding a little roof line over top of it here. Yeah. They've made, yeah, there, let's go with that, right? Nowadays, that seems like the most logical explanation. I'm with it. There we go. See if we can't back them up just like by one. Oops. If we can get away with that. Yeah, we can. Just can't see it from guest perspective, right? Nope, not really. I'm kind of okay with like things hanging out up top here. I mean, we can kind of cover it up with foliage, but like, again, you gotta remember, at least for me, I'm building for this perspective, right? This is the perspective that guest sees. I mean, we kind of come over here, this is about as tall as a guest, right? So I like to remind myself to come back down to guest view, be like, okay, what is the guest seeing? Like, sure, this is nice to build up here, but I'm not building for a bird. Right? I'm not building for a malevolent god being that's looking down upon us kind of thing. No, I'm building for this view. So, I don't know, just kind of something to... excuse me, I had to get drinking my Coca-Cola. Something to keep in mind as you're building, I think. So there, and then let's fill in little random bits of foliage. I think the trees and everything will kind of fill it out nicely. Oh, I already have the trees I want to use around here because we're just going to kind of use the natural foliage of the area. So just kind of use some of the sycamores and stuff like that. That's kind of the idea for this zoo. I mentioned, I think, in the first few episodes that this zoo is set in northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin kind of ish area, and I wanted to use a lot of the natural foliage that area has whenever I can, kind of thing. Just kind of noticed I didn't fill this in. Oop, okay, glad I got that. So we'll use that. Let's use a few of. There we go. I like to get, as well, try and get trees that kind of overlap their canopies a bit, because you see that, you know, obviously in dense forests and stuff like that, and that's the kind of idea I want to get across, that the zoo is built in really dense forest, kind of like Brookfield Zoo. Since I'm most familiar with that, I kind of take a lot of inspiration from that zoo. So that's very similar to them. I think I could fit one more, maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, we can fit something right there, just not as big of a tree. Maybe something like this. Oops. Okay. I think that should be alright for now. Yeah, that looks pretty alright. Let's get some bushes down there. Z freaking kin, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for joining in. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good Saturday, whatever time of day it is where you're at. If y'all don't know Mr. Zekin, really great builder. Also has a YouTube question mark? No, you do, yeah. I'm in the process of catching up with a lot of YouTube series right now, so I lose track of who does and who doesn't sometimes. Let's add in some of my new like favorite bush to add into these kind of areas. Yeah, these like white sage bushes for like North Woods or whatever kind of themes I think work perfectly. Oh, heck yeah, yeah. Good. We are currently, as the title suggests, well, I'm kind of a liar, but we're working around a new reptile house that I have built the shell of for Thornton Hills Zoo. Currently working on this back end little bit here, which... the theme is kind of different for it, but you know what? I still like it. You're working on a modern build. We are total opposite ends of the spectrum then. I'm doing a rusticy kind of whatever build, and you're doing a modern build. That's fun. That's what stage I'm in. I'm in the oh interesting stage. I'm still not... I think I'm sold, but I might not be sold. But anyways, yeah, we're doing that, and over here we have like a what's supposed to be like a small lake turtle habitat. I wanted to maybe put in one of the turtles that we have in game, but I want those itty bitty turtles that you see in like, you know, little lakes and stuff that are like the size of these lily pads. So I opted to not use any actual animals in there, but that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, and I'm trying to get the trick to work. I don't know if you saw it on Bro Nation. Trying to get the trick to work where you hide, where is it? There it is. You hide a computer monitor screen or a education board in near the guests and activate it, and then it acts as like a vista point or like an implied exhibit thing where guests will come up and be like, oh look, you know, and point at like the board or whatever, so it kind of makes implied exhibits work. It hasn't worked for us yet, but I think it's because the animal that I have there is for an animal that's like across the zoo. But once I get an animal going on in here, maybe it'll work out. Omega Studio, thank you so much, appreciate that. Are there any effects that could simulate fish or turtles in there? Effects, no, but there might be. We could maybe build one. I'm not very good at building small things like that, but I'm gonna look in the workshop real quick now that we're mentioning it. Workshop, I need to open it actually. I closed the workshop out. But yeah, we'll see if someone's made like a small turtle, or I know there's fish. I definitely know there's some fish in there. Terrapins? Terrapins. What's a terrapin? For a while now, I thought you guys already figured out. No, you. What the heck, Zekin? Just sitting on the. You're just sitting on this amazing info, and I'm just kidding. It probably was known, but yeah, I just saw it this morning on Bro Nation. But there's not really anything on here that is in line with what I'm thinking. And again, I'm terrible at making small items. Hey, if anyone's watching who's good at making small things, wants to make a small little lake turtle. Wait, ZZ, there it is. ZZ may have done it. Yep, okay, here we go. So there's the pig nose turtle, the common, yeah, give me the common snapping turtle, the south painted turtle. See, I don't know animals that well to know, like, what. Oh, he even gives a description. The pig-nosed turtle is a turtle native to northern Australia and southern New Guinea. They like freshwater streams, rivers, and lagoons. This sounds like our kind of turtle. Because it's not a themed or continent specific, it's just a reptile house. And what about this last one, the south painted turtle? Is a freshwater turtle native to North America from southern Canada to northern Mexico. That's the most perfect turtle. The species like algae, insects, fish, and crustaceans. The species likes muddy bottoms to hide in. Give this turtle some water and make sure to keep it filtered. I like that they went all out with it. That's awesome. The exhibit animal boards. They're a lot smaller, and I guess you could hide it even closer to the glass. Does it work with this? The exhibit animal boards? That's a great question. The exhibit animal boards. Now, what do you mean? Because this is what we're using here. Oh, the exhibit. I'm sorry, yeah, the exhibit. I got what you're saying. Maybe? Because you're right, they are smaller. Can they just go anywhere? They can just go anywhere. So if I were just to put this this little dude right here, came in and was like, hey, my guy. You know what's crazy? Goliath beetles. And then unpause. Let's see. Terrapins are similar to turtles, but they have webbed feet and are smaller. Oh. I'm gonna play around with it and see how I can play with guest AI. Do it, yeah. Since they won't give us Vista points or anything yet, we'll just break the game ourselves. Are y'all stuck? They're totally stuck. There you go. Thanks for playing. Blueprints, turtles. Excuse me. Turtles. I need turtles. Where are turtles? Wait, where are they at? There's the common snapping turtle. Oh, this is a little guy. I think about the other one. What was it called? South Painted Turtle. Yeah, there we go. This is one we're going to use. This is one that's native to North America and Canada and Mexico. Look at this little dude. Yeah, these are made by ZZ. That's their name on Steam there. So if you just type in ZZ and then, you know, like an animal name, like ZZ's Turtles or whatever, they have an entire collection and everything of these little awesome art-shaped animals that they've built. So, you know, obviously, well, it's still not an animal or whatever that actually moves in the game and everything. It's so much better than having just an empty little exhibit there. How many of these guys live with each other? We're gonna put like a bunch of them together. That looks, I don't know. It adds a lot. I think it adds a lot. Hey, Crocs, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Speaking of people doing builds, Crocs, you're still doing that, I've been watching your updates on that interior that you've been doing with the cobblestone looking ground, and got some curves going on, and there's some like green screens and stuff. Looks oh, it's been fun to watch that come together. Like the swimming gives it a bit of realism. Yeah, you know, see them kind of going through the water and stuff. I just realized that we can't really see the ones up top there, can we? I need to kind of mess with this a little bit here. That's no big deal. Has anyone made any custom special effects to simulate animals? No, because we can't really do those things per se. What do you mean though? Actually, explain a little bit more what you're kind of talking about, just so I make sure we're not talking about two different things. Because like, if you mean special effects, like, yeah, what do you mean? Did I get rid of the water in here? I think I did. But can't really get reference material until next week when I go there. Also, the street view is from like 2011. Hey, oh my gosh, yeah, I feel you, dude. I'm going off of, yeah, 2000. Yeah, I think it's 2011 as well from Google Maps of Brookfield Zoo. So it gets a little bit at times like, oh my gosh, I just need to go to the zoo and see what's going on. Oh, good, it came right back. Yeah, I was explaining earlier about my Brookfield Zoo recreation and how I wanted to go to the zoo, but oh my gosh, the you can only buy membership prices this year, and it's so expensive. And the zoo's gonna close in like 2 or 3 months, or not close, but all the animals go inside But I definitely wanted to go to a zoo this year. It's just not gonna work out. All right, can we see them a little bit more? Yeah, we can actually see them a little bit more. So there's 4 turtles in here. Let's see about fish. Because we have a few fish in Wyatt's aquarium here that he like hung up and put on the walls and stuff. But those are like definitely decorative. I wonder if there's anything better. Is there anything mo better? Something like look like a waterfall, for example. Could you make a special effect that looks like a fish swimming, albeit holographic? No, they can't do that. As far as I know, like we can't even do that in Planet Coaster with the theme maker. Or yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. We'll probably have to wait until the theme maker toolkit comes out for Planet Zoo, which won't be until the end of its lifetime, basically. But no, currently no, we can't do that. So, hey, what's up, because you're here now. Good. What's up, buddy? How you doing? That place is my second home, and I know it quite well, so I'll be able to fill in the gaps with that. Nice, dude. Yeah, that'll be fun to keep track of. I've seen other Planet Zoo players use an effect for fish, but I don't know which one. Ooh. There might be like a particle effect that they are kind of using. Oh, these are some nice fish here. I'm on the Steam Workshop right now looking up some fish. Simple Fishes Part 1. Those aren't bad. I just need some like lake fish. Maybe the Falling Leaves one. Oh yeah. That might not be. That might be it. We're gonna give that a shot. Koi fish. I don't really want koi fish. I want like a lake fish, like a bluegill or a sunfish. School of fish. That doesn't look bad. Those are definitely like koi or something. That's a goldfish. These are okay. They're 2D, but I mean, no, I'll tell you what. Sea wildlife, that's sea fish. Sharks, whales, turtles, walruses, seals, small fish. Okay, what kind of small fish? Because I mean, I know it's the sea, but maybe the fish will look decent. They're kind of too colorful, but we're gonna do it anyways, and maybe I can just recolor them to like blue and brown and whatever the fish color looks like here. Okay, so the guests aren't doing the thing I want them to do, I just realized. So we're gonna pause the game for now. Blueprints. I would assume on the leaves one. Yeah, so the leaves seems like a good consensus, yeah. Ready for game 5 tonight? Yeah. Do you think Dallas is actually gonna be ready? I mean, last night's game was good. I caught it in the 3rd period to overtime, and that was fun. Kevin Shattenkirk. But yeah, no, I got some brewskis ready. I think I have a stream of it ready to go. So yeah, no, it should be good. I think Tampa's gonna do the thing. But I guess you can't outright just dismiss Dallas because they've just been doing Dallas things all year. Oh, it's big. Oh, it's a whale, that's why. So yeah, I don't know. I think Dallas, or I think Tampa will finish it out though. I do. All right, so let's see if I can change the colors of this and how complicated that will be. Probably not very. So yeah, the fish that swim around the waters here are all contaminated with like radiation. Not really, but they may as well be. Because our rivers and streams and stuff are... Yeah, that kind of works. There you go. And then tomorrow night. Oh, I know. Yeah, tomorrow night's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I am definitely excited. Can I change the color review? Oh, good. No, I can't. I can't. I can't. No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing me, because, and a few other Bro Nation guys. We're doing our first D&D night, and this is my first D&D experience ever. I've always kind of been interested in doing D&D. It looks fun, but yeah, I've never bit the bullet. And then yeah, Mass Bandit and a few other awesome dudes because and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna do the thing. We're doing the D&D. I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate half elf. Your first as well. Yeah, yours, and then I think this fish doesn't fully fit in, but you know what? I kind of like it. It's fine. It's a little bit too big. I could probably shorten it up. Yours, I think S-Dan's, mine. Is there one other person who's their first time as well? Yeah, let's take out the bubbliness here. Oh, speaking of blueprints and stuff, this is totally out of the book of when I first started playing the game. Speaking of, you know, dissecting blueprints and seeing what works really well and restructuring them, reordering them and stuff. This is totally how you get to learn how to play this game a lot better, I think. Jonty's fairly new. Is he? I thought he'd been playing for a little bit. He's just really into it, which is fun. I tried D&D once, and I'll tell you one thing. I'm not patient enough for that stuff. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I don't know if I'll like... I've liked watching like my friends. Like I've been over to my friend's place when they have D&D nights, and I'll come over kind of near the end of it and stuff, and I'll sit there and kind of watch and listen and stuff. And it sounds like it gets really, definitely gets into it and fun. It's like, so I don't know if I'm like, I'll fully be into it playing it wise, but I'm definitely excited to like try it out. Because like I said, I have a fun time like watching them, and they seem to have a really, really good time. And I'm a nerd, so you know, yes. It would be also cool if we could resize pieces. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it? Ocean Phoenix, that would be the best. That would. I'm gonna recolor. I'm gonna do one more version of this fish, but more brown. Yep, resizing, getting paths to come with blueprints and all that fun stuff. Get like a sunfish kind of color. There we go. Yep. I'm into the aspect of getting together with the bros and some brews. Yeah, no, that'll be absolutely. There we go. All right, you know, again, obviously, I'm gonna actually move him dog, him dude, fish dude over here. There's nothing going on over here. So obviously it'd be better if these were real, but you know, the awesome people that are on the workshop and creators and everything, they've made these awesome little fish and turtles and stuff, and it just adds so much to the build there, I think. And watching more Outside Box do some very fun recordings of D&D games. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to add them to my D&D list there. There's a few people I started to watch from Mass Bandit and Jonty recommended. And there's some podcasts too I need to catch up on. Because yeah, it can get pretty lolsy. Like, I don't know what like version we're in or story or anything. He's mentioned it all before, but it's kind of over my head at the moment. But yeah, I'll have to give a little updates here and there. I'm trying to think if I want to add some more stuff over here. I think that's pretty good. We'll put up a fence through here. Go ahead and do that real quick. Just add the general zoo fence, as I like to call it. It's just your utility fence, basically. Just kind of theme it green, go away green. You don't know what go away green is? It's kind of a theme park thing, but I'm sure zoos use it as well. Actually, I know zoos use it as well. Yeah, it's just green that matches the foliage of an area for the most part. It was made by Disney originally. If you look at their like backstage building stuff, they're all painted go away green. So it's they kind of blend in with the foliage. They either do go away green or like a nice sky blue, or different variations of sky blue, like halfway up if it's a multi-story structure that pokes above the tree line. It's clever. They're clever, I tell you. They know what they're doing down there. By the way, this fence is great, but definitely speaking of scale, watch the scale because it's like a story and a half tall fence. So not that that's too outside the realm of possibility, but if you're trying to do like a normal just utility fence, kind of lower it down a little bit. I thought some fish were giant one-tone fish headed things in the ocean. Maybe there's another name for them that has that as well, but here in where I live in northern Illinois, we have like bluegills and sunfish and little things like that, and they're all kind of like in the same kind of family, and it's just like a little lake fish, but there probably is a sunfish that's out in the ocean as well. Definitely. Frontier scale, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we had a little we have some people who are wanting to learn the hotkeys and kind of get into building a bit more, so we had a talk earlier about frontier scale and just having to kind of harness that, to say the least. Now this is gonna be a backstage area over here, so I'm trying to kind of think how that would work, because this bridge is kind of awkward. The entrance to this backstage area is gonna be right here. Oh no, stop playing, this is copyright music. All right, so we listened to Planet Zoo soundtrack and the Planet Coaster soundtrack, so let's go ahead and listen to the Planet Coaster soundtrack again. Oh, so good. Hashtag always my soundtrack or something like that, right? I get such a more bubbly feeling from this soundtrack than I do with Zoo. And that's probably my theme park bias there, but you know. Yeah, no. The ocean sunfish is the weirdest looking thing. Okay, I have to look it up now. Ocean sunfish. Oh, it's like a... Oh, it's unfortunate. Oh god. Oh god. What an unfortunate animal. Well, yeah. Okay. Maybe it tastes good. There we go. It's a pretty good backstage area. Then we're going to open it up. Or make a gate, at least. Right around there-ish. Yeah, this whole little area right there is going to need to be it. Wow. A lot of these trees are going to go away, too, to kind of create an opening here and everything, so... Oh, like a glove! I mean, I missed it by, like, just a little bit, but dang, I got close enough for me. Alright, let's move some trees around. By move some trees, I mean pull out the chainsaw. And there we go, easiest chainsaw job I've ever done. Apparently they're friendly and sociable, though. They'd have to be. Something, because, you know, they're just unfortunate looking, so they probably have some good traits like that, right? The gate should go where the tree is so that it's in the way. So, hey, Larry, I need to pull a truck in here. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Bob. I don't know what to tell you. They thought it was a good idea to put the gate right in front of the giant 120-year-old elm tree that we can't cut down because environmental issues. All right then, I guess the fish just won't eat today. Yep. All right, and how are we gonna make a gate? Oh, it's gonna be so complicated, y'all. You gotta be ready for this. This is gonna be one of the hardest builds that we've done in game so far. I could make it a complicated build, but I'm gonna choose the easy way. We're gonna put a latch on the door. Or between the two fence posts, and then that's gonna pretty much be the gate. That's a good enough right there. I give that a solid stamp of good enough. That also is a solid stamp of good enough. So yeah, how do we make a gate? Well, you come up here and you go and you take the oh, that's a piece in Planet Coaster. Oh no, so we have to look for a piece. Oh no, we'll just use this one. There's a piece in Planet Coaster that's like a wrought iron lantern hanging piece, and it's like we used it for building custom doors and like handles and stuff all the time. But in this game we actually have something that's almost a little bit better. Oh, you know what, this might be a little bit too small. It actually might be too small. We can make it work. There we go. There's always a backup. Spin this puppy around. And it's kind of like a gate there. Boom! Gate! Not really, we gotta finish it out still, but you know, we're on a solid stamp of good. That's how I live my life, which is probably not a great way to live, but you know. The One Piece that's in scale with reality, yeah, I know. That's basically what my favorite section is. It's just a set of, you know, kind of cool themed up things. I haven't used the Jeep in forever. I favorited that like in beta because I was like, oh, cool, a Jeep. But yeah, that's basically just all things that are basically kind of in scale that I can use again. And I really do use these things except for like wall sets. I'm not gonna put wall sets in here, but besides like wall sets, these are the majority of my pieces I use. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 rows of items. Jeeps for scale, sale. Jeeps for sale, scale. Bless you. Excuse me. That's not a Rona cough. Don't start judging me because I coughed. I have sinuses and asthma. No, I don't have any asthma. Damn, this backstage is actually almost bigger than the building. So I'm gonna correct this real quick. Just kind of realized that we don't need to waste all that space. What am I gonna put in its place? Nothing. Trees. Trees are good. Or we could put an old habitat there. I haven't done that in a little bit. Jeeps for... I still love the Jeeps for sale, Jeeps for scale. Someone told me once, perfect is the enemy of good, and it stuck with me. I am too much of a perfectionist. Yeah, no, I can't. Good enough is good enough, I guess. And I don't even knock people that are perfectionists at all or anything like that, but perfectionists drive me crazy. My wife is a perfectionist. And I love her to death, obviously, but oh my gosh, there are just some days, like she'll come up and ask me. She'll be like, hey, I just made this, you know, she's like, I made this thing, or I'm looking to get this thing. What do you think? I say, okay, it looks great. I think it's good. You don't need to do anything more with it. Okay, great. I appreciate your, you know, she says, appreciate your opinion. It's good. I'm done with it. 5 minutes later, she comes back and the thing has changed. I'm like, why did you even ask me? She's like, well, I just thought if I did this, it would be better. I was like, well, don't even ask me. She does it all the time. What do you want to go at? What restaurant do you want to go out to eat at? I think we should get this Mexican place. Oh, that sounds really good. Hey, we should go to this place instead 5 minutes later because it looks like it's better. Oh, why did you even ask? Just make the choice. Just choose for us because you're gonna make you change your mind again. Yeah. All right, this is a little bit better of a backstage. It's still a little bit big in my opinion, but that's okay. No, it's not. I'm gonna fix it again. See, this is why I don't build things that often because this is my build process. It's crazy, y'all. I'm like a certified crazy person. Just do the thing. I know. I just need to do the thing, but doing the thing involves doing the thing, and doing the thing is you're also an overthinker. Yeah, that's her too, and it's probably for the better. One of us needs to be an overthinker. That's why we even each other out really well, I think, because I'm such a throw caution to the wind and who needs instructions and I got this kind of person and good enough. And you know, she's like, well, how about you just go sit down over there and with your no instructions and I got this. Let me think this through. But then on the opposite end, you know, you kind of need sometimes like, you know, like a decision about, yeah, it's a stupid example, but deciding where to go eat for the night. You know, if it was up to her, we would sit home all night and starve to death. So you need that yin and yang, I think. At least for my kind of like, or our kind of relationship. Obviously, there's a lot of people's relationships or whatever who they agree on everything, and that's awesome because it works out perfectly for them, kind of thing. So it's all about finding the yin and yang. You know, I just realized is I could probably just have the gate right here and just move these rocks out of the way, and then not have this be so what's the word, weird. Yeah, let's just do that. Why did it block that? Because you said death? Oh, YouTube. You're so funny. But yeah, yeah, that's where, you know, we all have to even each other out. Everyone's gotta have a little bit of the yin to the yang. Oh, speaking of yin to the yang, oh, it is. My stomach is starting to win. I can hear it, I can feel it. But I want to finish this up a little bit more because I realize I've just been funking around with a backstage for like the last 20 minutes or whatever. That there comes a point where making either decision is better than spending any more time thinking. Yeah, it's the cheaty thing. I don't know if anyone watches The Good Place. It's a great show, especially if you're into like philosophy and like stuff like that. But yeah, it's the cheaty effect, right? Not making a decision is basically death. Demonetized. Oh yeah, because I'm not gonna touch that one. All right, that's good for backstage. There we go. No more touching. No touching no more. Now we'll put some trees back up. So yep, there's always extremes on either side. Either throwing complete caution to the wind and who cares, and then the overthinking until there's a piano falling on your head because you can't decide if you need to take a step forward or step backward on the street, kind of thing. Man alive, what am I gonna have for lunch today? I was gonna have leftovers, but I ended up not having leftovers. I cooked for myself last night for like the first time in a long time. Michaela's gone right now. She's at her mom's place for the weekend watching her nieces and nephews while they're all out of town. So it's not like a husband-wife thing where the wife cooks dinner. She's just way better at cooking than I am. So it's just like we kind of agree that she just cooks. So, but yeah, so I had to cook for the first time in a long time last night, and I was like, I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna have like leftovers, and it'll be good and stuff. And then, like halfway through deciding what I wanted to have, I was like, or I could just have some burgers. So I just made like 2 burger patties real quick. It's like, I'm not gonna sit here and funk around with a bunch of ingredients and stuff like that. It's like, I have salt, I have pepper, I have meat, I have buns. Go! I'm hungry. But I definitely did miss having a nice meal. And we're in the middle of a pan. Yeah, that just adds on to it, doesn't it? Actually, cooked last night for the first time in a while. You too? And I didn't burn the place down. Look at because and I. We're just big boys now. We get up in the morning. We put our pants on one leg at a time. We cook meals for ourselves now because we're doing it. We're doing it. It only took me 31 years and you something around there. We did it. Hey, welcome back, Sam. Took a break to eat your Chinese food. Gotta have my chow mein. Chinese food sounds really good, actually. We just had some really good Mexican food the other night. I know that has nothing to do with Chinese food, but man, I just still want to have some like Chinese takeout. But we already had our takeout for the week, so I can't do that. I was thinking about adding like maybe like an aviary right here that's not in use anymore. Because I've done something like that before with like a bear habitat. Yeah, I think I have like a real crappy aviary. And I mean like really small and just bad that I've made before. That looks really like old school kind of thing. Oh, I forgot about these itty bitty buildings I made for Buxton Zoo. Rip Buxton Zoo, man. What else have I made? I mean, right now. You made a ribeye and legit mashed potatoes. Nice. Until I started a food box subscription. We did that for a little bit. We liked it. We did oh no, we did 2 of them. One of them we did not like because their options were limited, and we're both picky eaters. Is this it? And then the other one was good. I don't want to say the names of them just in case, because I don't really remember which one was which that was bad and good, because it's been a few months since we've used them. But yeah, one experience was really good and they were open to customizing and stuff, and the other one was like, nah! Just like that. Where's that aviary? I swear to Bob, I made a real crappy aviary that would be perfect for like an abandoned. There, that it? Yep, that's the one. So there's gonna be like, I'm gonna put a few of these out here. And we're gonna crap them up. And I'm just not realizing that none of the stream had to do at all with a reptile house build. I'm a liar. I'm a stone cold liar. It didn't mean it to be that way, but it just kind of happened. You fall in love with cooking. It's so fun. It is really fun. It is. Binging with Bubbish on you. Yeah, I've watched that a few times. Really makes it easy to learn how to cook, and I haven't even found another cook like since I started. True question is whether you now have a favorite burner on your stove and a favorite spatula. I didn't know that. Everything is still intact. We're all good. House is good. No spatulas have been marked. But that is a fair question. I fell in love with eating about 30 some years ago. Yeah, no, I've enjoyed eating for about 31 years now. It's been great. I like to do it. It's just that my tongue has decided that I don't need to eat a lot of good food. Like, are you a vegetable? Then I'm probably not gonna like you. Actually, it's more of a texture thing, to be honest. It's always been a texture thing. Like, I'll totally still eat like vitamins, or not vitamins, fuck me, like juices or whatever, but I know it's a texture thing with that. Now put some children in it. I mean, God. Hey, whoopsies. That should be good. And then let's try and make these look a little bit banged up. Which essentially is just, oops, right click. And then you have to take into consideration, as you're taking away structural supports, what is this going to do to the actual body of this thing? And I think it's going to make it concave down a little bit, especially from all the added weight of vegetation that's going to be growing over top of it. I love making abandoned things. If y'all haven't watched me that long, like especially not like any of my Planet Coaster stuff, maybe might not know this, but yeah, I love, and I'm actually, I think, really good at making abandoned stuff. Like, look really abandoned. So it's just kind of a thing that I love doing. I used to really be big in like urbex kind of stuff. If you don't know what that is, then it's basically just urban exploring and like taking pictures in like abandoned urban places and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always just kind of caught my fascination of abandoned buildings and structures and complexes and stuff. I don't especially enjoy eating, so it just becomes a whole load of work to get nutrition and eat enough. I get really stressed. I understand where you're coming from. The food box company is great because there's loads of recipes. It's not super expensive and their customer service is great. Just being able to pick meals, follow a recipe, and not shop has been amazing. We liked it a lot for that same reason, and we did try things that like we normally wouldn't have, for sure. And we learned a lot, like making like what did my wife say that was really tough? That like sauces. Like we learned how to make like a lot of really great sauces and stuff like that. So yeah, no, they're definitely, especially like you said, for people who maybe aren't like as adventurous or have not diabetic, restrictive dietary needs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's absolutely. You never thought of recreating the theme park that never opened in Chernobyl? I know, no, that was on my list. When SDan, myself, and HPK and all of us were kind of into our abandoned builds for Lunawood and stuff like that, I was getting close to starting that because I saw no one else had really done that. So, but I think Planet Coaster 2 deserves that. You never know. I might boot up Planet Coaster and do it again one day. Probably not, though. I'm just so done with Planet Coaster, I think, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take these. We're going to delete these and just repeat this one around. Still make it different, but... So it's funny, true story, speaking of the Chernobyl amusement park, never knew it was the Chernobyl amusement park until kind of recently. Like, actually, like, recently being probably the last 5 years. So maybe not that recently. So within the last 5 years. Because my first experience with it was from Call of Duty. And I just always associated, like, that whole thing with, like, Call of Duty. Like, that whole level and everything like that. That was just kind of like what I associated it with. And then it wasn't until recently when I got really into Chernobyl and researching it because of the HBO series, I was like, oh, they took inspiration from. Okay, got it. Learned a thing, which I love to learn, so always welcoming. There are a few full abandoned theme parks in Japan as well that would be cool as well. Yeah, especially lately there's been a lot more new ones. There was one in particular I was really looking at that had these really, really bright colored like steps and walkways throughout it. And I gotta remember to look up the name of it, but yeah. Rundown zoo and then challenging others to rebuild it using similar pieces or theme. No, I haven't, but that's a great idea. That is a great idea. Ooh. I might need to do that. Because that's really fun. This caribou moss is really, really nice to use for abandoned stuff, I think, or like kind of rundown looking areas. It just has a grody kind of dead, like dead plant feel to it, right? I think the next project I do want to do that I have been thinking of, outright, is a lot small. Well, actually, there's two. One of them I'm not even going to mention right now because it's going to be a collaboration, and that's going to come out when it comes out. The other one I've been thinking about, though, for just me, and I'm not going to start it anytime soon because I want to get Thornton Hills done first, is to do a lot smaller than Thornton Hills Zoo, but basically is to make like a... I almost did this in Planet Coaster, is to make a like roadside attraction zoo. Like a really small, like a few pens, and they'll have like random like reindeer and a camel, and I kind of made something similar for over last Christmas with no, not that. Need where are they at? There they are. With my farm build, my Christmas tree lot build. So I kind of want to do that, but expand upon it more to just be like a really small, again, like roadside attractions, like zoo. That's not the best upkept or anything like that. You know, the budget is whatever the fuck it is kind of thing, you know, not much like regulation really. They might have a hyena kind of randomly in a cage that doesn't really, you know, it's not humane kind of. I know it sounds shitty, but you know what kind of attractions I'm talking about, I'm sure. If I had to guess, you know, like you can kind of think of a place. Oh, these look so much better if I sync them in. You can think of a place when I mention it off the top of your head, probably. So yeah, I think it'd be kind of interesting to see that aspect of it. I'm sure it won't jive well with a lot of people because, again, the habitats and the animals are gonna not look like they're being taken care of or whatever, but I think it's interesting to look at that aspect of zoos as well. Not to ignore the fact that they exist, but to, in a way, well, the way I see it is by shedding light on it, being like, hey, don't be like this if you're trying to make a zoo or whatever. Because I sometimes struggle with where to start. So for me, that would be something I'd be interested in doing, pending the processing speed of my own computer. I know, and that's especially when you're doing abandoned things, adding a lot of foliage and pieces and stuff. That's always a struggle, is to find that even ground, right? But no, absolutely, that would be a... Have you checked into Paulsley's starting zoos? I know Paulsley has made a few really, really great starting zoos. I know they're very like square and boxy and kind of are really reminiscent of like Zoo Tycoon 2 and stuff like that. So that might not be what you're fully looking for, but if it is, then yeah, I know Paulsley has some amazing starter zoos. He's really good for beginner people and stuff like that, for getting people set up. I used to live in Nepal. The zoo in the capital was pretty bad in hindsight for some of the animals, at least. Right. Maybe it's like for guests, it might be neat to go see it. But yeah, you know, it's a fine line, because I understand where, you know, some of these zoos are coming from. Like there's one locally to me that is, it's not great. You go there, like the hyena example I brought up. That was a specific example because like they have a hyena and it's in a small little, I mean, it's probably in something like this big, and it just paces back and forth, and it's like, okay, on one end, I'm sure that there's a reason that this hyena is not out in the wild, right? I'm sure it would be, it just can't do it for some reason. But is that the best life for it? Is that, you know, because it's obviously not, I don't know. It's a complicated issue, which again is kind of like why I like complicated, thoughtful discussions and situations and stuff. As long as it doesn't ruffle too many people's feathers, as long as we can have an educational, adult conversation without people screaming to cancel everybody because they disagree with them, then I like to do those kind of builds and stuff. I like to challenge a little bit. And yeah, I just think it might be kind of something fun to take a poke at, take a look at. I use Paulsley starter setups in there. Great. I'm just looking for a step further, and I like to, oh, good. Yeah, that's good that you started there, because like you said, it's a good starter area, right? Absolutely. But yeah, no, looking to do that next step, that kind of next evolution of your building and everything. Absolutely. So no, thanks for the idea. Again, I think there'll be kind of something fun to really take a whack at, take a look at. Sometimes, yeah, that's when I kind of get iffy at zoos, when it's like, okay, like this thing is obviously very much not enjoying itself. Like I get that, like not 100% of the time animals are going to be happy or whatever, and that doesn't give a full representation. Trust me, I try and be even keel with everything and understand everybody's point of views. But you know, after a point, it's just like, yeah, maybe not, maybe not have that. Yeah, right. Crispy, right, like the shell challenge. Yep. Totally. All right, just a few more little things here to really represent that this has been not looked at in a long time. Where's the, I didn't save the ivy, did I? Let's put the ivy. Kind of going back to what I was saying earlier about not being able to see things from the top, like this is one of those things where you're never going to see this unless you're like up top, but it does kind of give, you know, from a visiting the zoo perspective, it gives a lot, sells it a lot more that it's abandoned. So yeah, sometimes you're building for guests, other times you're building not for guests, I guess is the my logic there. Sims challenges though. It just got me thinking when I used to stream and play The Sims and stuff like that, the random challenges that we do, or that we'd see other people do, like our friend of the stream, Emily, when she would do her 100 baby challenge or whatever. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my god, that doesn't even look fun. Because I'd have like, my person would get like 2 babies in The Sims and then I'd like go crazy. Gosh, I can't take care of these kids. I'm getting so hungry, but I want to finish this up. We're very close to finishing this up. Would host a Planet Zoo Habitat Shell Challenge. I feel like that would be cool. Ooh, tell me more. So like, yeah, like we're talking about just build like, isn't that like what Empty Pens was? Or not Empty Pens, but I guess I didn't do that. But yeah, you build like a habitat or something like that, or give like an area to build a habitat, give a theme. And the animal, and be like, yeah, all right, go. Or and then maybe like lay out pieces that they have to use, like you can only use these pieces or something. I could definitely be down to get into stuff like that, you know, I want to get the community involved a lot more. I just kind of suck at like the community aspect of content creation. I just kind of suck at content creation, even though I'd love to do it like more full time and stuff. But yeah, ideas like that are what I need to be better at this. So. Just as we were talking about cooking actual food, I shamelessly grabbed a bowl of cereal. Hey, I had a bowl of cereal this morning. It was so good. I had this new Chex Mix. It's like peanut butter Chex Mix. Oh my god, it was so good. I just wanted to like eat it, so I did. Like a small zoo shell with a theme to build with. Also, playing around with guest collision and interactability. That's a word. And they can walk through the palm leaves. The hanging barrels, and my favorites are the wind chimes. Oh no, really? They don't have any hit boxes on those? Yeah. All right, all right, all right. Yep. All right, so let's put in, I think that's enough bushes, at least for the ground bushes. I want to put in my cover bushes. I like different, I guess. I never really enjoyed The Sims unless I was playing with actual characters of people I know / fictional characters I know. See, and I was the complete opposite, where I only enjoyed The Sims for the building aspect, especially the most recent Sims, Sims 4. The builder in that was really good, I thought. But the actual gameplay part of it, it's not really made for me, to be honest with you. And I kind of really understand that, but yeah, I got bored of it real quick. Again, except for the builder. The builder had some really great aspects to it that I wish they would have expanded upon more. But they also couldn't make bunk beds. So that was kind of weird. I know it's a small thing, but like, I just really wanted bunk beds. There was like a mod for it that was perfect too. Anyways, Sims is weird. It's EA. EA is just kind of... it's EA. The gameplay went... Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, no, I played The Sims 3 a lot, like as a kind of a kid, like growing up and stuff. I played that game a lot. But, man, it felt like a Godfather moment when Sims 4 came out, and it was just like, oh, what have you done? What have you done to my darling boy? Well, you can put a window on top of a door now. Really? That's kind of cool, though. So you can make like, what do they call those kind of doors? That's genuinely, that's pretty cool. And there's no cars, so you can't make garages, and that really turned me off too. I know that's a really small thing, but like, I really wanted to make a garage. Like, I really wanted to make a garage. And I wanted cars too, and I didn't even want to like, and again, I know you can download these things in mods, I totally understand that. It's like, but yeah, I just wanted to be able to like buy a car, because like my sim had to go to work, and what if I didn't want him to carpool every day? Ugh. Paralives though. Ugh. Paralives. I'm so excited for Paralives. We are covering the heck out of that game on this channel. So those of you that like The Sims and like Sim, you know, life games or whatever, definitely get excited, because we will totally be covering that game on this channel. 100%. Like oh, okay. A man is nothing without his garage. Well, I guess that's a bit of it too. Again, it kind of goes back to the aspect of it's a game not fully made for me, because yeah, I get it's made for mainly women and stuff like that, but I just like the design, so but yeah, no, a garage would be cool. Any game that has a really cool builder and a lot of pieces to use and like an open world kind of building concept to it. Sims is kind of open world with the plots and stuff. I'm probably gonna be interested. Like I don't even care like what it's like geared to or whatever, you know, as far as like a demographic or whatever. If it's a good builder, I'm probably gonna be attracted to it. Oh heck, that's what I was gonna stream today. I totally forgot. I have a new game that I wanted to show off. I might do it here for the last little bit. Called Cloud Gardens. It's really interesting. Is Paralives like the Steam Sims? Oh, Aunt Crispy, you don't know about Paralives? Aunt Crispy! Ah, I'm gonna blow your mind. No, it's in development right now. It's made by an indie developer. I'm gonna share the Twitter here. It is a direct competitor to The Sims, and it looks like everything that The Sims is not in every way possible, and I'm so freaking excited. Boom. There's a bunch of videos and stuff on there. You can also look up a bunch of videos on YubTubs, YouTube and everything. So yeah, no, just if you like The Sims but are a little bit disappointed in the direction that The Sims has been heading, Paralives is the answer to your woes, basically. So Paralives is everything Sims 4 should have done. Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. See? So where's that bush at? Actually, it's in my favorites. Pretty sure it's in my favorites. No, not that. There it is. That's the cattails that kind of turn into those. Yeah, I've covered it once or twice on the channel when there was a new update coming out. The update's kind of slowed down a little bit. The game's probably not about another year or so away from releasing, maybe more. But again, just overall, holy shnikes. In the words of the late great Chris Farley, holy shnikes. Cool, that's pretty well covered up on that side. Let's cover it up over here now. But Cloud Atlas, yeah, I was gonna stream Cloud Atlas, that's the name of the movie, Cloud Gardens, today. It's a really cool looking, like, 8-bit procedural builder with, like, procedurally growing plants. I might show it off real quick for just, like, a few minutes before we end the stream. Probably gonna do that, because it's a really cool game, and it's not getting that much attention. And I think more people would be really into it if they knew it existed, basically. I think it's like $5 on Steam. Or if you're just disappointed in EA in general. Yeah, well, that's not very hard to do, right? Although they did just make the new Star Wars game. Well, they didn't make it, they published it. But they just released that new Star Wars game, Fallen Order or whatever, and that was really good. But I mean, that just sucks that EA has like all the sports and like Star Wars and other stuff like that with like a hold on it. And we have to congratulate them on like making a halfway decent title for them. Like, good job, you didn't totally mess up a sports game. I'm really salty at EA about their sports stuff because I haven't bought a NHL title now in like 4 years, and I have zero want to do so because every year it looks like they just focus on like all they do with their other stuff, which is like HUT Ultimate Team, and spending money on that bull crap. It's like, dude, I just want to do franchise mode and franchise mode and be a pro. And you haven't changed either of those aspects in like a decade, so I'm gonna take my money and throw it at someone else. Right, Ink? Oh my gosh, and Crispy, it's gonna be amazing. Like, they could just release it right now with the builder as is, and I'd be so content and would play the yak out of it. But yeah, so no, again, we're gonna be covering that game a lot on the channel here, so definitely be sticking around for that. I don't think we can fit a tree in there. Yeah, we can. We can fit a small one. There you go. Kind of get a little itty bitty glimpse of it. But other than that, it's pretty much hidden from guest view. You got NHL 19 for the shell mode. Shell, what's that? It's meh, kind of glamorized pawn. Oh, that, yeah, no, that's what I mean. Any of that kind of stuff that they put in, I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's cool, but like, can you just like make your actual game like cool first? So, all right, let me go ahead and save there. That was a fun little Planet Zoo stream. We got a lot done. Didn't do anything that I thought I was actually going to do in the stream, but that's how they go. We're gonna do Cloud Gardens. I almost called it Cloud Outlets again for a little bit there. So definitely stick around if you haven't seen this game. It's really, really cool. If you're into builders like Planet Zoo, you might actually be really into this game there. So the screen's gonna go black for just a minute. I'll get it back up here in just a second. Planet Zoo takes longer and longer to close the more stuff that I put into Thornton Hills Zoo. I'll just get my hands on the builder even before the regular gameplay goes live. I know, like a beta or something like that. I would love it, love it, love it. All right, let me boot this up. I'm gonna pause the music there. I know, we'll leave it going. Did Planet Coaster ever have a debug mode where you could place items that aren't normally in the game? The closest thing you could get to that is Theme Maker's Toolkit, where people could design things in like Blender and Maya and stuff like that, and then import it into the game that way. But as far as like an official debug mode like that, no. Frontier's games are very closed as far as their like being able to mod or debug or anything like that, because they all use the same graphics engine. They all use Cobra, like the same kind of Cobra engine, which Frontier made. Like Frontier ground up made Cobra engine like however many years ago, and they've just been updating it. That's what Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Elite Dangerous, Jurassic World Evolution, all those games run off of the same. I don't know why this is taking so long to launch. I think it might be because I just closed Planet Zoo. Let me try it again. So yeah, all those games are under the same graphics engine, in-house graphics engine. And Frontier just doesn't like people just kind of like going into the engine, because if you can go into one of it, you can like, if you can get into one aspect of it, you can get into like all of their games kind of thing. And I don't think they want you, especially Elite Dangerous, they don't want just anybody. All right, let me pause my sound here. They don't want just anybody snooping around in Elite Dangerous stuff. Who's attempting to reverse engineer Planet Co? Are they still trying to do that? They've gotten a lot farther in Planet Zoo than they have Planet Coaster. So, all right, so this is Cloud Atlas. Very much a different kind of game, but very, very fun. We're gonna skip to a sandbox mode. Yeah, really interesting, fun little builder here. It actually has a game with it as well. You don't have to just do sandbox mode, but since we're doing a limited look today, so I do the sandbox mode first. So, oops, 1 second. Okay. So yeah, with the sandbox mode, you kind of unlock stuff throughout the game as you go, but it's basically, yeah, you just go through and place different things. Here we have a little, we'll build a quick little building set here. So populate, how many we need here, so do that. Yeah, that looks good. Probably use that. The question marks are things I have not unlocked yet. Let's see what else. We'll do maybe a water tower. Some stairs will be good. Like a tall. Oh, that's good. So that's good to start. So then we take our items here and we can just grab it. I don't want that one, so we'll throw it off. Let's take this one. And we can rotate it around. So we're just, it's basically building a scene. So it's very much still like Planet Zoo or stuff like that. So you kind of place it down. There you go. So now where I was talking about procedurally generated plants. You see this guy over here. You have different plants to choose from. So now I can I want to get some ivy, some pothos here. Click on that. Now we have a plant. Now I can take this and put it on there. And it's going to grow and just procedurally kind of go across and make it look all like that. And if we had other buildings, they would like grab up on top of the buildings and like grab on them and kind of go around. So yeah, let's just kind of keep building here. Can I control Z that? No. So let's say we put this guy like right there. Maybe get the water, oops, get the water tower. That. Here we go, and then let's get a different plant. Let's get like a pretty one. Take this. Put that up top. We turn the game so it sound up a little bit. There you go. But yeah, you just get these really cool looking scenes as you start to place more and more items around and do the plants. I think ideally you want to build your scene out first and then let the plants go. Let's see, we'll place that there. We'll do this one like here. I don't know, I might not know all the controls yet, because I don't know if you can like pick things up and like move them around afterwards. I've only played it like a few hours, but I knew I wanted to show the game off for sure, because it seems like, again, something that would be maybe in the wheelhouse of some of you there. We will go back to props here and get another structure, make like a 2-story building here. Too big. Oh no! This is where I wish I knew if I could, want to delete that? That's okay. What else do we have? We have trees and random bottles and just stuff. Newspapers, road signs. Don't know what that is, but looks cool. Garbage, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. Yeah, so let's start placing all this stuff down. Go. Yeah, a bunch of these little doohickeys here. Things could like bounce off of other things too, and like you can get to like flip over. Yeah, there you go. There we go. What else? What else? What else? Fire hydrant sounds good. Broken street light. We'll do 2 of those. And rubber duck. My street lights fell over. What the heck? Who knocked my street lights over? I'm so upset. All right, and then yeah, last thing, we'll just get a bunch of plants. I'll do those. Maybe a cactus, 2. This guy's cool because it's like a, I don't know, it's a bushy, growy kind of plant. And 1 or 2 of these. All right. You have a rubber ducky, so there's balance. Yes, everything is balanced now that the ducky is here. Timber. See, you can kind of see here. The scene took us not long at all, kind of thing, but you can get some pretty cool, I think, looking scenes with really kind of minimal effort. And again, there is a game aspect to this as well. There's an actual game to it too. So we unlock different levels by, like you can see here, these little purple things. You click on these and you get points that come down in here. So then you can afford more plants, and there's a little meter that shows up over this. Actually, I'll just show you real quick. It takes 2 seconds to kind of load in. So yeah, this is the actual game part of it, if you're into kind of that kind of stuff. So you kind of go around here. Oh, here's our plants, so you have to click here. It's like a tutorial game kind of thing, but then yeah, it'll tell you to plant the things there. And in this one, the plants will only grow if there's like things near it. So it'll have to like, there we go, we passed, so we can go ahead and pass to the next level. But yeah, it kind of puts in a little bit of strategy as you're building and throwing your plants down and stuff. It'll give you different items to kind of decorate the scene with, like that there. So yeah, that's a pretty fun little aspect of it. I've had a good time actually playing the game part of it and stuff like that, trying to beat the levels and stuff. So, but yeah, no, again, there's so there's that, and then there's the sandbox part. If you want, you can just skip through like these scenes. You can hit skip, and it'll pass you through it and everything. And it'll give you all this parts for the sandbox mode and stuff like that. But yeah, that was an interesting thing. I've only seen like 1 or 2 people kind of talking about it, covering this game, and thought it was kind of up the alley of a few of you. And I think it's only like $5 or $6 on Steam, so it's not that much of an investment for a game that you can probably pump out a few hours worth of good times with and stuff. So, but overall, I'm so hungry now. I have to go eat. I have to do it. So, but hey, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. I always appreciate it. So yeah, hopefully in the next few episodes of Thornton Hills Zoo, y'all will see the finished out reptile house and everything there. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to hit a like on the video here so it helps get the video some more exposure. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, so you stay up to date with everything. And yeah, my friends, thanks so much. It was a great stream. Had a great time hanging out with y'all. And have a good one, y'all. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.